Well, gentlemen, hold on one second. We'll be live here in a second. I'm trying to do this.
Suzuki was like, "Oh, I won't win the G1 climax. What are my chances? What if everyone gets food poisoning?"
Well, gentlemen, hold on one second before we go any further. Hold on.
All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants with yours truly, Just Mike, Josh, the innovator of I guess I call it the Midwest, Southwest, Midwest.
There you go, Midwest.
There you are, Bad Karma himself, and then the Japanese guru, Mr. Phil. How are y'all, gentlemen? How are you doing?
Doing
Doing
good.
good. A little chilly, but doing good.
Well, I got to make one more phone call because I talked to a young lady into coming in here and talking with us tonight about her exciting additions of how people or men in general view female wrestlers, and I like to get her takes on some stuff that we talk about as well. And well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and call her.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Cool. All right, so here we go. I don't know if she's going to do a video or what with us, but we shall see.
How's it
Hello,
going, Leslie?
hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Ringside Rants, by the way. I am Just Mike. To your right over there is the Japanese guru himself, Mr. Phil. And on the bottom left-hand corner below me, you will see the Midwest Bad Karma himself, Josh.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey.
Welcome. I don't know what to call you, my lady, but I'm just going to go and let you introduce yourself.
Hi. So I'm Leslie, or my in-ring persona, Ashley Blake. I'll go by either.
Welcome
Nice
Okay,
to
aboard.
meet y'all.
All right.
cool, awesome.
And the reason why I asked her on here, I noticed she made a couple of posts on social media. They hit kind of hard because of there are a lot of men, and I'm not excluding myself at all in this situation, or any of you either, by the way, gentlemen.
Okay,
That actually look at women first, and then their wrestling and in-ring persona or their in-ring performances. I know a lot of gentlemen do this, and it's wrong. A matter of fact, the place I used to work at, I'm not going to say their name because we're on bad terms, but there was a lot of the guys that tried to hit on the female wrestlers due to the fact that they like, oh, I can give them a leg up, or I think I can help them get better in the ring. All along, that was a lie, and it was just them trying to make moves on the ladies, and it was just sad. And I'm pretty sure you're well aware of that as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen. I've seen the video even where like I won't be surprised. There's even some men that don't even think women's wrestling's a draw. Yeah.
That is
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I will say it's easier for women to get more attraction than a men's wrestling match because, I mean, let's face it, women's wrestling is a little bit hotter than men doing it.
yeah.
So that's it does draw a little bit better. So yeah.
I'm a big.
Men-
I know. I'm actually a big fan of Stardom too. I mean, I actually watched Megan Bain. You know who she is?
Who is it?
Megan Bain. She wrestled in OVW. Now she recently came back from a tour in Stardom the past few summers.
The name sounds familiar. I'm better with faces than I am names.
She basically looks like a 5'11" Amazon woman. She basically dresses like a Greek Amazon
Yeah.
woman.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
We will try
She's
to
only
see.
25 years old. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old when I had my very first wrestling match.
dang.
I'm starting to like
do
a
you
lot of
want
the
to do you
Joshi
want to go ahead and disclose your age now, or do you want to hold that off too?
I'm 22 now. I was 13 years old when I first got into wrestling. I had my first match when I was 14. Due to the fact that I was a minor, that became kind of an issue. So I was told I couldn't come back until I was 18, and life kind of happened, and I didn't get back into it until last summer.
Okay.
So
Who is your trainer, by the way? Can
I
you,
am being trained by Josh Payne, or better known as the Rainbow Warrior.
the Rainbow
I've heard
Warrior?
Josh.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
I've seen him wrestle several times. He did last time I seen him wrestle was here in Chickasaw, Alabama, at a charity event with Bullet Bob Armstrong,
Yes.
and that was years ago before Bullet Bob passed away. And
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, Bullet
So,
Bob. So yeah, Rainbow Warrior is a nice guy. I've met him several times. He was very good friends with Joey Goats as well, and
yeah.
one of the goats of all time, one of our greatest ring announcers here on the Gulf Coast. God rest his soul. May he rest in peace forever. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not. So
Yeah.
okay, cool. And Josh is over here like y'all talking about people I don't know except Bullet Bob.
The only one I know.
He's from Chicago, as you can tell by the hat. But
He's from the north side, east and the south side, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'm actually I live what would you consider the northwest part of Indiana, but I'm like 25 minutes away from Chicago.
oh, he's a poser, everybody. We got a poser.
Oh, no, I'm all about the Sox.
I'm messing with you, brother. You know that.
Yeah, I've been a fan. I have to say it's an honor to meet you. By the way,
Yes.
you know, I've never I never met a women's wrestler before, like a person like this. So it's
Yeah.
kind of an honor.
And, and
Nice
I
to
and
meet
I
you.
and I told her it was going to be us asking her questions. And I told her she's more than welcome to stay as long as she wants. Hell, she can enjoy us or join us for however long she wants. So it's at her discretion. And
So you basically started around the same time as a Joshi did, because you've been started wrestling when you were 13. That's how a lot of Japanese women start.
Yeah.
When they're 12, 13. So I mean, I remember one time when I saw Riho when she was like 11 years old, she slapped the shit out of Minoru Suzuki.
yeah, she was 12 years old in a match at Corkin Hall, if I'm not mistaken, is when she slapped Minoru Suzuki, and then her very next night, I think she got in the ring with one of the greats, Liger, if I'm not mistaken.
Jushin Liger?
I think so. I could be wrong on that. My memory may be mistaken, but I
I
know
wonder
she
what
got,
happened to that 9-year-old girl that Kenny Omega wrestled.
I think it's Rio.
I don't think it is Rio though.
Yeah, he has a lot of love for Rio. And oh, dude, did y'all hear about today that he may be coming back to AEW if the medication actually kicks in?
Kenny
Cool.
Omega. Also, what do you guys think about Netflix Raw going to Netflix next year?
I'll let
I
her
thought that
answer
was
that.
very random.
Yeah,
I
very
know.
random, isn't it?
Very random. We jump topics so much.
Yeah, you'll never know what we're going to say next.
It's like a dog seeing a squirrel. Like, hey, blah, 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 squirrel.
So yeah, like I said, but what do you think about that? And Miss Blake, then we'll go with that. What do you think?
I mean, I think I've remember them talking not too long ago about how them having like contract disputes with the network that they're with. I haven't been able to watch wrestling in quite some time because I watch it, like I keep up with it, but to sit down and actually watch like a full episode, um, I don't ever really have time to, because if I want to be one of them, I need to get in the ring and train to be one of them.
Yeah.
So
So
a
another
lot of
thing,
my time goes to either work or training, and unfortunately I also don't have cable. So um
Join the club.
yeah.
he hasn't paid
So
for a pay per view since 1997.
Yep.
but
We're going.
I don't think it's a terrible idea. It's definitely a way for Netflix to get their views up. But if they're having so many contract disputes, I think that's probably the smart way to go.
I just
All
want
right.
to know how they're going to do this live. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm not
Uh,
surprised that, especially I know Netflix has been around. They can probably possibly do live streams.
Well, I want to jump. I'm going to derail this WWE and Netflix train here for a few minutes and get back to the lady of that's basically here to talk about her, and that's what it is. It's about her. So, you've been trained by Josh Payne, the Rainbow Warrior. Uh, where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years? Do you see yourself staying with the company you're with, or do you see yourself going to like the NWA? Hope God not, or MLW, or somewhere like that, or do you feel like you think you need to train for a lot longer than that?
I definitely need to train for a lot longer. I'm not someone who looks at long-term plans. I've learned the hard way that life just kind of happens, and if you plan something, you might not ever even live to see that plan come true. And once upon a time, I was once told that I am the perfect example as to why women don't belong in the wrestling business. And now that I got to make my debut back in October, I have 3 matches coming up this Saturday. I'm just very blessed and very thankful to be where I am now, and I just plan on taking it one day at a time, see where it gets me.
So, what promotion are you working for right now, Miss Blake?
I am working for Rainbow's promotion. It's called Outlaw Wrestling Society.
Love it
That
already.
was
Um,
that was trigger Jim Cornette.
Yes, yes. As you can tell, we don't really care for Mister Corny over here. No, but Outlaw Wrestling Society. Do y'all have any affiliation with anybody here in Mobile, like the Alabama Wrestling Federation, which is in close to Sims, or the AWA, Mr. Cotton, or even fuck, I
The
can't believe I'm
company
going to
that
say
will
it.
not be named.
No, I'm going to say it. Diamond Champion Shit Wrestling. There you go.
So what the idea with Outlaw Wrestling Society is, it's like, yes, there's a lot of promotions that go on throughout Mobile, but they want to take their events to places where the wrestling matches haven't been seen ever or within like 5, 10 plus years. So to take it further out to like McIntosh
Love it.
or a little bit north of Alabama, um, kind of like Uriah, places around there. Try to get more promotions out there because, with them having shows, like if they do them in Mobile, that might piss off some other organizations here. And so
Screw
it's
'em.
just a good idea to try to get their promotion started where wrestling isn't really seen very often.
Which is not a bad idea. I get it,
No,
but
it's not. It's all about location, location, location.
and
If
I'm
you
gonna
get
be honest with you, the people here, AWF just recently got back started. Number one, number two, AWA really don't care because they do a lot of shows in Mississippi now, and DCW. Who cares what they think? Seriously. So the way I look at it is, I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing, and I hope he continues doing well. There is another guy that I'm actually in talks with sometimes every now and again. I've been to his wrestling federation a couple of times to watch GCW versus New South. Are you familiar
Yeah.
with New South?
I'm not super familiar with them. I've seen a couple of their promotions be put out. But I'm not super familiar with them, no.
All right. Well, if it's all right with you and Josh, if you get in touch with Josh, I'll give him and Mr. Dump Sanders each other's stuff, and that way they can try to do some cross promotional stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the New South is really something huge here, and they're up in way North Alabama, but they've always wanting to come here to Mobile in this area. Last year they had a chance to come down here at one of the breweries downtown, and
Yeah.
it got shot down because of just a lot of people wasn't interested, and it all had
oh,
to do with this guy right here. I'm not even gonna lie to you; it had to do with this guy right here. Nothing against Dump. It was just the people that I put him in contact with had really a all they did was talk negative, and you know how people are, especially in the wrestling business. So,
Yeah.
but
it's
and
for business.
yeah,
Politics.
yeah, and I'm not on the good side of that fence, if you know what I'm not brother with them anymore. When I left them on my terms because of this right here, what you're actually attending right now, Ringside Rants. This is my thing, and they wanted me to do it specifically and exclusively for them, and I chose not to. And they said they sent me a cease and desist order years last year sometime. Never got it. It's still in the mail. I hope. Whatever. I went and
They probably
contacted
got
the
returned to
lawyer.
sender.
Yeah, probably. But I went and contacted me a lawyer, and 6 months passed, and nothing was ever said or done. So here we are back. This is not our first episode back, by the way. We've been back for how long now, Phil and Josh? What, seven
About a
weeks?
few weeks now.
Seven?
Yeah, about two. This is about the third episode with you, so about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. See, and
Yeah,
we do it.
since back late December, I think.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
little after. Yeah. So and this right here is why we do it, to bring people like you on and get your take, and to actually try to put you and your company over. And if there's anything we can do or try to help out in any way, shape, or form, that's what we're here for. We don't want anything in return. It's all about
yeah.
giving back, in my opinion. We had Mr. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Mr. Ice T, Mr. Rockstar Gary Gables. He was a actual star. I call him the rock star. He's in Tampa right now, enjoying the festivities of Royal Rumble. Lucky
I
Joker.
bet.
And but he was on here a couple of weeks ago, and I want to give a shout out to one of our other guys that's not here with us tonight, Mr. Kelly. He had a high fever. He had to be rushed. He turned himself into the hospital. Get better soon, man. I do hope and pray to
Get
God.
better soon, Kelly. Love
Yeah.
you, bro.
Feel
And
better.
love you, man. And hope to see you back next week. I talked to him earlier today, matter of fact, and he said he wasn't feeling the greatest, but he was going to try to soldier on. And then when I told him about tonight, and he was like, "I hope you understand. I got to go turn myself into the hospital. Sorry about making my. Let me breathe. Okay, there we go.
Inside and outside.
Yes.
Who's-
So and it was a
Who's
very
Papa?
very and so and you say you've been training since you were 13. Your first match was at 14 or 12 and 13. Am I wrong?
13 and 14.
13 to 14, and then you quit. Life happened. You don't have to explain. Well, I understand completely. You're young.
Mhm.
You're a kid. You're, unicorns and My Little Pony and Barbie, right? I mean, that's what happened, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what we'll go with. We'll all sunshine and rainbows. Nothing bad, right? Nothing bad ever, correct?
Right.
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 All right, cool. And then last year you started training again, and then in October you had your first match back as Miss Blake.
Right.
And you're working for Outlaw Wrestling Society.
Correct.
And we need to get Josh Payne on here one night so he can talk with us too. And that way I can put him and Dump Centers together, and maybe some magic will happen.
Yeah.
Okay, who knows?
All right.
But what about you? What does the future hold for you? You say you want to keep training and stuff. What is your character? Who is your character? Who are you?
I'm the baddest bitch in the game.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's what I want to hear.
That's how you do it.
That's that fighting
exactly what it
spirit.
says. So if there was anybody, who is your opponents this weekend?
So I will be, so like I said, there's going to be 3 shows that day. The first match or the first show of that day, I will be managing. Not going to say who, but I will be managing. The second match, it will be a mixed tag team match. Um, I don't have the full details for it yet. It's kind of iffy right now because of the weather. It's going to be outside.
Oh,
So
wow.
if it storms, if it starts raining, it'll probably be postponed until next Saturday. So until we can figure out the weather situation,
It's in the air.
plans are kind of on hold for a moment.
All right. And what about the third match?
That is going to be a 6-person tag.
So all I'm hearing is these 6 people matches and these tag matches. When is the debut for you singly? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully within the next month or two. I'm just working on my in-ring ability, so I know I can perform to the best of my abilities and give the crowd something that they want to see.
They can boo you or they can cheer you or whatever, right?
Whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you right now? You go get them, or you a boo?
I'm working on the boo thing.
You see, right now you're smiling too much. That right there, you should be putting me in my place, telling me to shut up. You're taking over. This is what you should be doing. I'm helping you out. You should put me in my place, tell me to shut up, and you take over this whole segment because it belongs to
So in
you.
other words, you want me to tell you that you need to back up like your hairline did.
Wow.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Woo, give it to me. There you go. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what you should
Is
be.
that an Exorcist shirt you're wearing?
It sure is. It's such a
I
great
haven't.
movie.
You must get that from Walmart.
I did.
I work at Walmart, so I know.
I saw it and I had to have it.
Nice.
Quit sucking up to the people. No, it's all good. But no, I am so happy you came on board. And I actually had to I messaged her today and I was like, man, I don't even know if she's going to come on here or not. And she's like, I'm going to talk to some of my people. I was like, take all the time you need. Um, and then she's like, I'll do it. I was like, what? Like I had to do a double. My brain did a flip. I was like, what? Okay, cool, whatever, awesome. And then she messaged me. She's like, when are you going to call me? I'm like, can I have 10 minutes, please? She's like, yeah. I was like, all right. So thank you
Nice.
for joining us tonight. I really do appreciate it so much. Like you have no idea. Um,
It's no problem.
and you're more than welcome to come back anytime you want to. Do you want to cuss us out, tell us to get in our place, whatever? This is your show. This is the Ashley Blake show now. So no
Well, do
matter,
you have anything else for me?
I have
Um,
one. I have. Well, go ahead,
I have
gentlemen.
a couple questions.
All right. Who was
Oh,
your favorite wrestler? Who got you? Who was one of your biggest inspirations for professional wrestling?
Shawn Michaels.
really?
Nice. HBK.
Nice.
Is that before or after he posed for Playgirl?
I think it was after, dude.
Definitely after.
Of course, right? Yeah. All right, Josh, you got a question for her?
Actually, he took my question.
Sorry, dude.
So, but
I have
yeah,
several questions. So what is your in-ring persona like? I mean, you said you're the baddest bitch in the game, and you've been trained by one of the greatest here on the Gulf Coast as Josh Payne, Mr. Rainbow Warrior himself. Um, Now the question I have is, what is your character?
So Ashley Blake, she's currently a work in progress. Because I'm still getting back to used to being back in the ring. It's
Ring
becoming
rust.
second nature. It's working on her is a work in progress, but the end goal is to make sure that everybody on the Gulf Coast knows who I am and everybody hates me.
there you
That
go.
is not a
Oh
bad goal
yeah,
to have.
I'm
I
talking
already
about.
already can't stand you. You told me my hair is receding, and I need to step back. So you already got a hater in me. Is that okay?
That's
I don't know.
perfect.
For some reason, I always cheer for the heels, the ones
We
that I
always
always
do.
hate. I don't know. It's something about heels. I just, I root for the heels.
You have to. You have
So,
to. The good
uh,
guys always win.
you're getting back in the
Exactly.
training. So, what's going to be your finisher? What are you going to use to take out your opponents?
Um, I've tried several different finishers. The one I've enjoyed doing the most is MVP's Playmaker.
Ooh,
Nasty.
that's a nasty one.
Now the question is, when you do this move and you actually perfect this move, and after you pin your opponent, do you kick them while they're down still?
But you cut out at the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you kick them as soon as you pin them and the match is over? Do you kick them while they're down?
Of course.
Damn it! I knew it.
That's why you do it.
That's
Kick
the
them when
only
they're
way.
up. Kick them when they're down.
Kick 'em when they're
Like
down.
that song by Don Henley.
And when you pin them, you got to put that forearm against their face.
Or
Right on the face, And so I have another question for you. How do you feel about mixed tag matches? Do you like the mixed tag matches? Do you mind mixing it up with the men as well as the women, or do you prefer just wrestling women?
I think mixed tag matches are really good, especially in my position, who's still trying, like I said, still trying to get back into the whole, just getting back into the routine of it. So it's good to have your partners there to help guide you if you get lost. If you I feel like it's a good way to get the crowd entertained because that way they get a little bit of every type of entertainment. So they're a lot of fun, especially I think the more people you have in the mixed tag matches, the more interesting it gets because just about anything can happen. So I thoroughly enjoyed them. The singles matches, I'm they take a lot more out on you than you would think.
Those
But
bumps are pretty brutal, aren't they?
yes, they are. Everyone says that a ring is like a trampoline, but
It's not.
it is not.
I see the 2x4s. I know it's not.
Yeah, I helped put up and take down the ring several times, and I'm 43 years old now. And me personally, I was like, yeah, I've already paid my dues. I'm not doing that shit no more. So
I think I wouldn't mind taking a few bumps once in a while myself, see what it feels.
It does not feel good.
it don't. The ring is basically 2x4s, a little bitty mat, piece of canvas, and there's a big loud boomstick underneath.
I
Yeah.
I heard it's true that the edge of the ring, you know, like the end part of the ring, the ring mat,
Yeah.
I heard it hurts like a hell.
Is it true that the outer side of the ring, like the ring apron, is that the hardest part of the ring, Miss Blake, or are you here to tell us that?
It most definitely is.
Okay,
I believe it.
Because you also have to think right on the outside of the ring, there's a metal frame, which is holding the whole ring together. So when you hit the ring, that's what you're practically hitting is that metal frame surrounded by the 2x4s.
And
Or the
whatever.
2x4 surrounded by the metal frame, I should say.
I can.
I
honestly
believe
tell
it.
you this,
Especially I've seen Darby Allin hit that ring apron so many times it's not even funny.
Yeah,
But-
I was like, what was it? I thought I was at that GCW event and I seen Gringo Loco powerbomb Ali right against that edge of that freaking
Ah, I
ooh.
remember watching that too.
It is
You know
like
who would love your answer though, Miss Blake, more than anybody here?
Who?
Al Snow, because he would not let anybody have any outside moves on that apron if they do not know why it's still considered the hardest part of the ring.
mhm,
And you answered that question remarkably well.
mhm.
I'm being trained by the best.
Exactly. And
Exactly.
my hat is off to him, and I bow to you as well. But like I said, all I can say is thank you for being here tonight, and you're more than welcome to hang out with us and discuss the other events of the mainstream wrestling, if you will, or you're more than welcome to tell us to piss off and have a great night as well. It's all up to you because this is again, it ain't the ringside rants anymore. It's the Ashley Blake show, everybody.
Let's see. So was not expecting that.
Well, there you go. There you go. There's your flowers.
Let's see. So when you messaged me to begin with earlier, I don't remember exactly what you said, but it was something because I made a post a couple weeks ago. I guess it caught your attention, where it said that um, if a man can look at a woman and the way they decide her in ring ability before she ever steps in the ring.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is 100% correct.
Oh, I already know this. Hello,
Mhm.
ding ding.
Yeah.
Just the square in bully race terms. I mean, seriously, I get it.
And it's not fair for men to do that, or for anyone to do that, I should say. But at the same time, you have to think way back in the day when you had people like Sensational Sherry or Fabulous Moolah. They didn't wear outfits that female wrestlers wear today.
No, they
No,
don't.
No.
no, they did. Like women's wrestling used to be about honor and competition, but now you have these women like the one I'm facing Saturday that only get cheered because of what they're wearing.
Mm.
That's a dig. I hear it. I hear dig. I hear claw and dig. That's what I.
Mhm.
May you
I
elaborate.
hear a rivalry.
What's
So
that?
basically,
the
They
last
were
hero.
taking digs at someone like what's her name?
Mandy
Like the
Rose.
one girl from NXT. What's her name?
Mandy
Nikki
Rose.
Lyons. Like Nikki
Yes.
Lyons? Yeah.
Nikki Lyons.
Yeah.
Well, and no hate to any of them because they are definitely talented,
She's a
but
martial artist. I give her credit for that.
but because I don't know if y'all ever saw the video, but um the women of AEW made a TikTok saying like we're women's wrestlers, of course, blah blah blah. And that was one of the things that they had mentioned.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that you will never see Ashley Blake do is show off my body to get the attention of others because I want to people to see me for the wrestler that I am and not because of what I'm wearing. Unlike my opponent, Helena Knight, Saturday.
Ooh,
Oh.
it's still a
Shots
dick.
fired.
I hear claws, man.
I hear shots fired. I hear
Yes.
booming, boom, boom, punches. Ooh.
And this is on YouTube Live right now too, Miss Blake. I just want to let you know that as well. I should have let you know ahead of time. You're on YouTube as well as you're on the podcast. So if you want to tag that lady into the YouTube chat and see what she has to say about it, you're more than welcome because
Ooh.
I would really love to hear the feedback.
This is
I don't
good.
even, that might be something we have to do next time because I don't even know her.
Wow, she's like, I'm just this lady don't even exist. Like, I am better than her, so much better than her. I just
Ooh.
give her a name drop, and
I
on
feel a
top of that,
burn coming on, and it's just rising. You know.
God,
Mhm.
I
I like
sense the
this.
anger from you. I love it. I love this. This is great.
That's some good shit.
It really is. Yeah, and to be honest, though,
Sell it.
her name.
That's some
You,
good
you,
shit.
you wouldn't gonna.
Bruce.
She even said like she's like I'm not even gonna name her name, and then she's like, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna name her now. Her name is Helena Knight. You know what? I take your word for it. She just wrestles to try to get people to like her, what she wears. You know what? I'm not even going to look the lady up. I'm not even going to social media this lady. I'm going to take your word for it, and I hope you annihilate her.
And I will.
Damn
There
it!
you go.
And that's what's even better because
Man.
and she was like, and she even brought it up because I did. I was, and I even talked to you two gentlemen and Kelly last week about the fact that men go after women in certain ways and like, oh yeah, she's not that good looking. I bet she can't wrestle. Hence the fact I don't like Nia Jax, and it ain't because the lady's ugly or she can't wrestle. I don't like Nia Jax for one reason and one reason only.
She
Her mic
hurts people.
skills are trash, and her in ring work is she's
Lazy.
like it's iffy.
Apathetic.
It's iffy, but when it comes to the men's side, Kelly said Jinder Mahal is iffy, and I think Boring Corbin is crappy.
Yeah.
I don't like Boring Corbin. I think he's trash. I mean, if me and him met in a dark alley, I would run the other direction. I mean, that's a big dude. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I probably walk up to him and go, "You're a pretty big fella," and
And
stuff on
here's
his
the
feet.
thing
He
that's
bent down to
different
check his
about.
feet. I uppercut him one and run. But
Here's another thing about. Here's another thing I always think about women's wrestling. I've watched. Even when I started getting really Japanese, I went on YouTube and started watching like Japanese women back from the late 80s, early. They were years ahead of American wrestling. They actually took more about the women athleticism than their bodies. Look at check out Manami Toyota, Bull Nakano.
Bull Nakano's a goat.
She is a legend, in my opinion.
Bull Nakano is what most women should try to be on their back.
Asuka is an example of that.
I agree with that. Asuka, Io not so much. Kairi Sane is getting there. I think she needs to put on a little bit more muscle weight.
Kyrie kind of reminds me of like her pirate gimmick. Kind of reminds me of like she got it from like One Piece or something, the anime.
Well, I did hear a rumor that the I Am the Strongest was basically based off of the Japanese the Joshi Pro promotion. I don't know how true that was, but
JPW.
yeah, and I don't know how true that is though. But what he was saying though is women over there they don't go on their looks or their outfits to get a reaction. here in America, that happens, and I've even said this a million times as well. And you're probably the first time you hear this, but it won't be the last time in your career. I promise. North American wrestling fans are shitty people.
Oh yeah, I'll admit it. I've seen it firsthand.
I
I
have
was
to.
part. And sad to
I
say,
think you'd
I
get
was,
along
I was
with a
part of
few.
it back in the day. And it's like, and I learned my lesson a long time ago. And when you have a man of eating rotten yelling at a crowd because they're chanting during a female match saying "show your tits." When you
Yeah.
got a man of eating rotten yelling at you, you learn your lesson really quick. And I learned a long time ago. Put respect to the female wrestlers.
Put respect on that shit. Yes, sir.
Learned a long time ago.
But that right there is one aspect. Another aspect of it is most wrestling fans, or marks as we are called, um, we look at women's wrestling as either a bathroom break or a snack break, or
I know.
oh, they can't wrestle, so they're just going to give them a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a thing. Um, Women's wrestling around here is almost non-existent. There's not that many female wrestlers. So when you do have women's wrestling here, it's like a really cool thing to see because like I said, there's not that many of us. And while that's a good thing, you also still have some promoters who see women's wrestling as a joke. So when they do decide to book you, you have to you cannot make any mistakes, because if you go out there and you embarrass yourself and you embarrass his show and then you embarrass him as a promoter, you're done,
Oh, 100%.
because
So basically, the
because
guy's
you
like,
just
so
proved
basically,
his
he's like,
point that women's wrestling is a joke.
Exactly.
So like whenever I started training, I had my match back in October. I started training around July or August. So I got thrown into that match very, very quickly, a little bit sooner than what I was ready for. But unfortunately, that's just how it is for women here, because it's hard to find any. So as soon as you reach out to a trainer who says, and you tell them, hey, I want to learn how to wrestle, they want to get you in and get you trained enough to where you're okay to go out there and at least put on a 5-minute match, just so they can have a women on the card, a
Yes.
women's wrestler on the card.
Yeah.
Now I do have a question. And I watched some women wrestle. Whenever I was a commentator for the company I already mentioned, but um, there was a actual woman or wrestler there, and the only reason she got hired was because of her assets. And I'm not talking about her in ring gear, if you know what I'm saying.
oh my god.
And it was bad. It was horrible. And you know what? This is the honest to God truth. When he told me, he goes, "Well, look at her. I mean, she puts asses in seats." And I'm like, "We still didn't sell out though. You know, even if it didn't matter what you did, it wasn't going to sell out. They were wrestling out of a bomb shelter in some bumfuck place in Mississippi.
So let me guess. Let me guess. Someone thought they were hiring. Someone thought they were John Laurinaitis, I guess.
I don't know, man, but it was bad. At the end of the night, um, the other women that could wrestle, one of them being Kenzie Page and the other one being Kylie Alexa, both of those ladies, hats off to them. They're great wrestlers. If you ever get a chance to hang out with them and meet them, pick their brain, Miss Blake. I'm telling you, pick their brain. They're not only they're dangerous, how crazy good they are, and they're young. They're your age, if not a little younger. They're
Miss
dangerous.
Yeah.
Blake, I have a question for you. Have you watched any Joshi Pro Wrestling?
Have I watched any what?
Like old school Joshi Pro Wrestling? Like in Japanese women's? It's some good shit.
Yeah, I have. I've I actually get a good bit of clips of them come throughout like my Facebook feed. So anytime I'm scrolling through any type of social media app, I always get like little bits of different wrestling matches from different promotions, and that's always one that tends to pop up a lot. So yeah, I watched little bits. I've seen a good few clips from there.
Trust me, like look up definitely check out Aja Kong. She's also a badass. She's like
Dope.
she's like 50. in her 50s still wrestling.
Yeah.
And
Big woman.
yeah, and
Oh, yeah. Tough ass
these.
woman.
Oh, you're good. Anything you want to say, Josh? Fry, add anything?
Oh no, man. It's like check, just keep on pushing through. It's like don't let anybody discourage you or anything.
Never.
Fuck 'em.
Ignore the fans. Definitely ignore the fans.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
listen,
Ignore the idiot fans because they don't know jack shit about you. Exactly. I get called a mark because I defend different
you are Mark, though,
promotions.
Phil.
It's like I sell the Cry Me a fucking river.
Yep.
I do that. They get pissed off when I say that Jungle Boy quote, "Cry me a river."
Crap, me everything.
Mhm.
But I
They
do have
get triggered when I say that. They don't say nothing.
a huge question for you. When I worked for Diamond Championship Wrestling, um, they had a whole match called Queen of the Diamonds Championship. It was a tournament. It was all in one night, and they had a bunch of women come in from all over the country and actually compete for the championship. And at that show, I seen a lot of disrespect for the wrestlers because it was an all women show. And
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
yeah, and I'm gonna tell her this because I think she get most out of this of just being honest. Um, the crowd, there was a guy in the we had a balcony in Mississippi. It was like a downstairs, and then there was a balcony, and the guy was in the balcony chanting all kinds of sexual stuff, like the adult lifestyle stuff about pineapples and show me your peaches and just crazy stuff, right? And he was drunk on top of it,
Right.
and it was
God.
bad. And one of the wrestlers wrestled
I
out
hope
of
they throw
Wisconsin,
that.
and she came over and we did an interview with her, like I'm doing with you. And the guy came around the corner on top of the thing and was chanting at her or yelling at her about, the only thing good about you is what you're walking in with and what you walked out with. There's nothing good. I mean, I'm sitting there listening to this, and I finally stood up. I said, "Hey, man, aren't you married?" Well, yeah. I said, "Then go to your wife." And he just looked at me dumbfounded, and I said, "Do I need to come make you go see your wife?" No. I said, "Then go see your wife." Because it got to the point, man, where hell, I was even at another show where a guy showed up a wrestling sign that said, "So and so raped my dad," and there's kids there, like literal kids. My nephews were in the audience, and I reached over and snatched it down. And I was like, I apologized to my co-host and everything that was sitting beside me. I was like, I'm sorry, like, no, dude, you did the right thing. I was like, I hope I did. It pissed me off to the point
Mhm.
where there's a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 6-year-old looking at their parents going, what's that mean? Even though they probably didn't say it, but I'm taking it upon myself, like, they don't need to see that.
Right.
They don't need to
Yeah.
see that word.
I
But
mean, this isn't the attitude era anymore. This
Yeah.
is
it's 20 back then it was 2022. Okay. I mean, COVID just ended. We were trying to get back to normal lives. But
Yeah. It was. There's an infamous clip out there with from Warrior Wrestling up here up north of Thunder Rosa going against Athena when
oh
she just
shit.
got it released, and there it was a banger of a match. I mean, they were going at it. Then all of a sudden, some idiot from the crowd is like, "Hey, Thunder Rosa, why don't you rip Athena's weave off?" And everything is like took the
Oh fuck.
took the entirety of the match off, and she even stopped the match and just yelled at the guy too. I mean, you could go on YouTube and look it up, and yeah, it was pretty brutal. It was like it was a good match until that dude screwed it up,
I hate when
and it
people.
was the main event.
So, and all of that,
Ugh.
like all of that stuff is wrong. And
Yeah,
whenever that happened, like that whole women's show, I didn't agree with the outcome of the match. The woman that won the match, I mean, yeah, cool, whatever. But the woman who put her over is a legend. She's a former NWA champion, well renowned, won several championships in in her life. A lot of the other women are now being noticed by NWA and MLW. And I don't know if you're familiar
Camille.
with another lady here named Quadzilla. Are you familiar with her, Miss Blake, here locally?
Yeah.
Quadzilla. Very, very nice lady. Very
Mhm.
nice lady. I had the privilege of actually calling one of her matches. Very nice lady, even though she got destroyed by Dream Girl Ellie. I mean, Dream Girl Ellie is probably one of the best well-known wrestlers here in the South. Her and her husband. I'm not gonna say his name because he don't he don't exist right now because it's all about women right now. This is women. This is women empowerment, in my opinion. So Dream Girl Ellie turned into Heel Girl Ellie against Quadzilla. I have never seen her go complete heel mode. And during this match, she said, "Get the fuck up, or I'm gonna yank your fucking tits off and slap you with them." And everybody in the whole crowd went. They couldn't say nothing. Everybody was just staring like, "Did she just say that to her?" And then she bitch slapped her not once but twice. And then after she won the match, she looked at us in the eyes and said, like, pointed at us. And I was like, "Does that mean we're next?" I even put it on Facebook too. Like me and the actual owner of DCW were sitting side by side. We're like, he's like, "Dude, that's Hillgirl Ellie." I'm like, "Yeah, yes, it is."
I
Because
bet the fans would yell, "Holy shit!
dude,
Holy shit!
dude, they
Holy
did.
shit!"
They did because and then I come to find out it was not a work. It was like a work shoot. Like she was all friends with her and stuff, like, "Yay, yay, rah, rah." And then Snapola, sir. And I
So
was
it
like,
so it turned so that basically that word turned into a receipt.
more than one. It was
Oh,
several.
fuck.
I don't think she got any receipts taken back, if you know what I'm saying. Like she got all the clothes and she purchased them all. Like there was no return that day. But that right there, I was like very impressed. And then T Gaines came over there to us and she was like, "I don't know what I did." I said, "But you did a hell of a match." She said, "I know." And then she's like, and then everybody was cheering her and everything. It was an amazing match. Um, but you, my lady, had the chance and the opportunity to be better than anybody here. You're young. You have nothing but the future to hold you up, to move you forward. And I hope this ain't the last time we see you. I really do. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel bad for your opponent this weekend, or opponents, I should say. I feel horrible for them.
Show
And
them
I
mercy.
hope you bring all the hell and you unleash all the fury you can. And I hope and pray that everything you do in that ring lets everybody see what you're capable of, not just
Show
here
them
in the
respect.
South, but everywhere. And I mean that sincerely.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything you want to tell us or anything you want to add to this situation to bring it on home, I should say?
All right. Um, like said, this Saturday, if the weather permits, 3 shows. There'll be a show at 10, 12, and 2. It's for Outlaw Wrestling Society. It's going to be at the Happy Flea Market in Mount Vernon. Um, it's hopefully going to turn into an every weekend thing. And then maybe like once a month or once every other month, go and do like an actual bigger show at a bigger arena or venue. This is just to, these shows are to help people who are still trying to break into the business, trying to get better, just trying to work in front of a crowd.
That's awesome.
That's the whole purpose of this on the weekends. Um,
How much is the
but
tickets for the show?
it is free.
Free.
It is free.
Whoa.
Oh, Dave. Free
Wow.
wrestling. You can't beat that.
You
Wow.
just have to bring your own chairs.
Bring your own chairs. Holy crap. Mr. Payne.
Yeah.
My hat's off to you, my good man. I mean, literally, I will take my hat off to you. That my good friend is amazing, especially giving back to the community like he's doing. And that may not sound like a lot to some people, but here in the South, everybody charges around $10 to $15, twenty
We
five.
love wrestling. We're a bunch of southern. We're a bunch of southern people. We love wrestling.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, and for him to do
Well,
what he's doing like that,
minus Josh, even though he's from the Midwest, he still loves wrestling.
yes,
Well, in fact, a lot of people from the Midwest love wrestling.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they do. And to be honest, that warms my heart. It really does. And I, wow, I'm in my emotional feels right now. Let me get my shit together. Hold on. Wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, cool. Now back on. Wow. That to me means a lot. I did not know it was for free.
Yes.
If there's any way possible that he
My
would love to help with us and help get the word out there anytime, we're available. I promise.
All
Uh,
right.
and anything else you want to add?
Last thing is, if you want to keep up with me, I'm trying to get my views bigger on Facebook, so you can check me out on Facebook. Ashley Blake, and
Is that it? Come
that's
on,
it.
come on. You have the floor, and you're all like, "Oh, just check out my Facebook."
Hit us with a promo.
You should be cutting
Yeah.
a promo on us. Like seriously, you have the opportune time just to give us whatever you want. Take it upon yourself to tell out every single man that's ever doubted you, talked bad about you, or women wrestling in general. What do you say to them?
Anyone that's ever doubted me, I'm about to prove you all so wrong. And to my former trainer who told me that I was never meant to be a wrestler, I said I was a perfect example as to why women don't belong in wrestling. I'll see you at the show on Saturday.
There you go.
Oh yeah. So who was your former trainer?
I, I'll probably keep that little bit of information disclosed just because I don't want to start unnecessary drama that doesn't need to be there. But
Understand?
he knows who he is.
Oh, he knows who he is. You all heard that. Her former trainer, you're going to eat your words, and that's coming from me. And I don't know about anybody else, but that's coming from me. I hope and pray to God you eat your words this Saturday.
I was the motherfucker eats his words too.
There you go.
Every fucking week after that. You deserve it.
Hell
Okay?
yeah.
Thank you.
Keep your head up.
I'm always a fan of women's wrestling. I've been a fan of women's wrestling since Oscar for a
If you're a
while.
fan of women's wrestling, you need to go like my Facebook page.
There you go. Damn. See, she just made you simp. Now go simp for her now.
There you go.
I bet I can't wait to see you kick ass. Is any of your matches on YouTube or anything?
Not on YouTube. I'm waiting to kind of build, I'm just working on trying to get my matches in, trying to get a little bit better. And I do have, I think, 2 or 3 clips up on my Facebook page, but once I get enough and good enough quality of videos, probably make a YouTube page. It's just a work in progress right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I hope you make that bitch humble. Like Darren Cheek does with the camel clutch.
Yeah. But no, seriously, no. I want to thank you for coming on, and I do appreciate you. And
Thank you for inviting me.
you're always
Nice to
invited.
meet you both. You seem very
Nice
cool
to
to
meet
talk
you
to.
too.
Anytime you want to come
It was
on,
nice talking to you.
every Tuesday. Me and him were talking earlier too. We're trying to go maybe Tuesday and Thursday, but we don't know yet. It's kind of iffy. But I would love to have you on as many times as you want. We'd love to have your input upon everything that we talk about, especially
I'll be happy to join anytime.
yes. Then I'll
There
give
you
you the call then. So be prepared to have my phone call embedded in here. So and this right here is a work in progress, as you can tell behind me, and it'll be changed. I've not had a chance to change it here. I will change it. I promise. Um, and if there is any by way chance, I'm gonna probably make the show this Saturday. I will let you know on Friday night, and I will hold up a sign that says "Ringside Rant Simped for Ashley Blake,"
As you should.
as we should. But yeah, I
There you
want you to know that I'm a big supporter now, and thank you for being here. And you're more than welcome to leave anytime you want, or we're fixing to jump into some WWE, TNA, GCW, AEW news. If you
AEW, New Japan.
all the good stuff, it's up to you. You're more than welcome. Giving you the opportunity to
AAA.
tell us to peace out and boom, and then we can talk bad about you. No, I'm just joking. All right, should we reflect about what we talked about with you, or you can stay here and we'll talk about whatever else is here. It's up to you. You have the decision.
All right. I think I'm going to head out. There's a reason that I'm in the ring and y'all are in the crowds. Got to get some sleep
All
to
right.
be in good enough shape to work out, huh?
Hey, I love it. I love it.
There
Thank
you
you again,
go.
Miss Blake. We will all subscribe to your Facebook channel or your Facebook page, and I'll give you 3 more likes
Good
there.
luck, champ.
Yeah.
Oh,
Future
yeah. Oh,
future OWS champion, women's champion, Ashley Blake, ladies and gentlemen.
and hopefully you'll see you on when you hit the road. Hopefully
I
you see you
hope
in
I
Chicago.
would like to see you wrestle in Japan one day. I think
That
you
would be awesome.
Yes.
That would be
I,
amazing.
Yes.
the only thing is though, watch out for Mina. If you ever decide to wrestle Star, watch out for Mina Shirakawa. She likes foreign women.
I'll keep my eye out on her.
Yes. Thank you again, Miss Blake, for choosing us to hang out with us tonight. We do appreciate you.
Thank
Now
you for having me.
go make us proud. Go out there and destroy that lady this weekend.
Will do.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye, Miss Blake.
Bye.
Later. Mhm.
All right. So, dude, that was amazing in my
That
opinion.
was cool, man. I like.
That's pretty cool.
He's pretty awesome, dude.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna end this hour of our podcast, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about we'll reflect on what we just heard from Miss Blake. Sound cool?
All right.
Cool.
And I'm gonna put Ashley Blake shows up.
Oh.
Ah, dadgummit. There we go. All right. All right, gentlemen, here we go. So we just got through having Miss Ashley Blake on our podcast for the first time ever. And she reflected about her training with Mr. Payne and OWS over in Mount Vernon, Alabama. Or is it McIntosh? McIntosh or Mount Vernon? One of the two.
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon? Okay,
Yeah, that's what she said.
cool. And she's been training since she was 13, had her first wrestling match at 14. Then she had life happen, which we all know. We're teenagers. We already know what that meant. Boys, My Little Pony, and Barbie. We get it. And
At
then,
least it wasn't as bad as Black Dahlia. What happened with Black Dahlia during her training? She ended up paralyzed, and now she's struggling with CRPS,
yeah, I know.
chronic pain. You know about her?
I know I don't, but CRPS sucks.
Oh yeah, she has it. She's trying to get back in the ring. She was trained by Funaki and Rikishi,
Wow.
so she's something special. She's very determined to get back into the ring. And her gimmick is basically she carries around like a leather face chainsaw. It's like the Saw's family.
It is.
Really?
She's actually a very interesting woman. And also, she does have a big. So I even joked around saying, did Rikishi teach you the stink face? Because she has, well, you know,
Posterior?
yes, and since she was trained by Rikishi, that's when I asked. She laughed about it though.
That's cool. But
Well, it's a stink face. It was a famous movie. I know it's a cheesy move back. It was the Attitude Era, so you know.
I mean, now they call it the hip. What was that? Is that somebody that messaged us in the room in the group?
Leslie Caroline.
Okay. Oh, there she goes. She posted her Facebook page. Ashley Blake. There you go. Cool. So yeah, it means I think she's telling us basically to simp now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I am following right meow.
I will follow as soon as we end this because it will be like a bunch of screens I have to open up to do a thing. So I do apologize, but I will like it tonight. I promise.
I like her outfit too. It's pretty badass. I like the whole.
Yeah, dude. She's cool people, man. Like I said, you know, I'm really
The reindeer is pretty badass.
I'm really digging the fact that she came on here and talked with us tonight. That to me speaks volume for anybody. Singfet, yeah, bastard. He always told me that he had my back. Well, it looked like he had my back, bro. And I guess we're not big enough for you because you know you've been in movies and you've been in AWF and AWA and DCW and everything, and you're the intergalactic champion and what have you. You know, Space Puerto Rico sucks, by the way. I'm just gonna say that. But I'm hoping we can get.
Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic.
You already know. You already know, man. The
I
cat.
grew up in the '90s, bro. So
Well, yeah. So did he, and so did we. Even though he's half cat, half man, he's cat man.
and the Catman.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's go. Let's talk about what's been going on the past week. We know that there's a bidding war going on for Kazuchika Okada.
All right. Before we get into that, I want to delve a little bit more into what we just heard from Miss Blake, though. She works for a promotion that isn't charging any money. How do y'all feel about something like that?
I think it's a good preview. Like sometimes you have to show a preview before you make the money. Like sometimes people might want to give out tips, sort of like what they do in Lucha Libre.
How do you feel about it, Josh?
That's a good way to just promote your company. So you just say, hey, we're over here. We're having some free wrestling. Come check us out. And it's like also, hey, we're also having another event. We're selling tickets for that. Come check us out if you like it. Great promotional.
Very promotional, dude. It took my breath away a little bit, dude. I was in my feelings. I was like, I don't know how to feel about this, because literally every promotion I've been to, you had to pay a ticket for, no matter what. If you sat in the 13th row, the front row, whatever row you were at, you paid a ticket.
I mean, some wrestlers you got to start somewhere. Like, I mean, that's all wrestlers start out. They don't start out in Madison Square Garden, a fucking Superdome or Tokyo Dome. They start in like flea markets or bingo halls.
Yeah.
And to me, honestly, I mean, not paying your wrestlers and not paying anybody there that's getting over, to me personally, that speaks volume, because you're not letting the fans pay either. So it's like they're doing this because they love the sport, in my opinion.
It's basically part of what they call paying your dues, which a lot of these modern wrestlers like Logan Paul has never done. He's never paid his dues, and I have to say the AEW wrestlers have paid their dues way more than Logan Paul has ever had. With Bully Ray, I have no hate on Bully Ray, but what he said about the Acclaimed is wrong. The Acclaimed have definitely paid their dues, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, they have, because they were in the Indies for 5 years. Okay, and
exactly.
That right there, I can agree with. What he means by them having paid their dues is they never really wrestled nobody with any type of veteran status, which is also true. It's also true. Just like the old saying goes, you were only as good as the last person you wrestled. Now, with that being said, who has Jungle Boy ever wrestled? Christian Cage, Chris Jericho, people like that, MJF, Darby.
He's paid his dues.
He's paying his dues inside of a wrestling ring.
And he just took out one of the top stars in
JPW.
New Japan, Shota Umino, the son of Red Shoes Umino, senior referee.
But my saying by this is, how is he different than the Acclaimed? The Acclaimed have now paid their dues more than anybody, in my opinion, because now the Acclaimed have actually wrestled not just tag teams, but they've also wrestled individual as well whenever one of them was injured. So with that being said, in my personal and humble opinion, they have paid their dues, not by the indie circuit standards, not by the veteran status standards of Bully Ray, but by the standard is they're still honing their craft every single time they're in that ring. Every time they're in that ring, you see something just a little bit different every single time.
Something a little new,
something just tiny. And as Bully Ray would say, tighten the screws. Just keep tightening the screws. AEW is still working on that, but on the same aspect, they're getting better. Their product is getting better. People are coming to the arenas now. People are actually buying tickets now. You don't hear about them. Oh, well, they're not really selling tickets and they're not really doing this anymore, do you? Have you heard anything lately?
No, I haven't heard that, but I haven't heard about empty arenas either.
That was some of that's kind of crap. They tried to pull that when I was in when I went to a show in Chicago. I was like, look at all these empty seats. That's the camera angle, you dumbass.
Yeah, like when I was in
seats over there.
Yeah, like when I was in New Orleans, the floor was all sold out on the side, like the whole side. But then
Mhm.
you started going up the ramp area, and the seats were still filled out. And they're like, "What about all that empty arena over there, dude?" I was like, "Dude, there's a tarp on it for a reason. They're not trying to sell out the whole arena. They're just trying to sell out where the camera angle isn't." I said,
Yeah.
"Now, if people would have bought the tickets, they would have opened up more seats, of course, and it would have opened up that area." I said, "It's just like any other arena from any other freaking wrestling company you've ever been to." When I went to TNA over in South Haven, Mississippi, I remembered it this time. When you go to South Haven, Mississippi, which is right below Memphis, they're right next door to one another, like not even a 3 minute drive.
Oh, guys, you heard about Ice Train, right?
Who?
Ice Train. He was found dead. He used to wrestle for WCW. He was found dead today. He was only 56 years old.
Wow.
Ice Train.
Yeah.
That just came across, didn't it?
Well, I was gonna bring it up eventually. I just didn't know when to put. I just got a text message from him about it, and you might have to look it up.
Go for it. Go for it. While you're looking it up, I'm going to sit there and talk about South Haven, Mississippi, and when I was there for the TNA show, it wasn't sold out, but it was far from not being sold out either. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
really, really good turnout for 2007 at Slammiversary in Memphis, Tennessee. And I went there with my ex-wife. We had second row tickets or second row seats right there on the railing by the entranceway. And to
Oh,
me
nice.
personally, it was an awesome, awesome show. It was. I've been to two TNA pay-per-views. I've been to two GCW pay-per-views, if you want to call them pay-per-views. I've
I've
been.
been to a few Monday Nitros, one house show, and the WWE pay per view.
I never went to any WCW shows. I went to
It
the.
was amazing, man. It was at the Coliseum, and oh my god, it was just. I got to see Sting wrestle. I got to see Kevin Nash wrestle. I got to see
Oh,
Ric
nice.
Flair. I got to see Ric Flair win the WCW Championship for the 15th time.
Who? Let me see. Who? I've been to 3 Monday Night Nitros, one ECW house show,
You suck.
um,
I agree with
one WWF pay per view.
None.
None
Um,
either. Well, WWE.
it was. I went to like the taping of like 2 different types of Raws. Um, did I go to another? Yeah, I went to a couple NXT pay per views.
Black and Gold era.
Yes.
That was the best ones.
I went to an NXT TV taping.
Let's see. Then 3 GCW shows.
Boo.
And about 5 AEW events. So
Oh, have you ever met Christine, the woman who has the Yarn Bucks?
the who?
The Yarn Bucks. She made like yarn versions of the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Okada, and Will Ospreay.
She live in
No.
Chicago.
Well, she goes to a lot of Chicago shows, if I'm correct. Yeah.
No, don't know her. But yeah, that's a list of pay-per-views. Then a couple of the independent ones, Warrior Wrestling, about 3 of them.
Oh, but that was awesome. I've heard some good things about Warrior Wrestling. I remember Will Ospreay coming to Japan with the Warrior Wrestling
champion.
World Championship.
Yeah, he was a Warrior Wrestling champion for a while. I wish he was at the show that I went to, but the show I went to was
Frank the Clown. Frank the Clown.
The first one I went to, was the Thunder Rosa and damn it, Athena main event.
But that was a slobber knocker until that asshole ruined it.
Yeah, you see the Acclaimed were there. Brian Cage was there.
He's
The
always.
Briscoe brothers were there, so I got to see the Briscoe brothers wrestle.
Oh my god!
I hate you, dude. God,
I got their autograph too.
you're lucky, man. Cherish that.
I remember you telling me that. So
And
anyway,
I got Sky Blue, Dante Martin, she was at Warhorse.
He rules ass, by the way.
He rules ass.
I already changed his gimmick a little bit on
Yeah.
Instagram. He's no longer that crazy. He's
Metalhead.
going more heelish now.
Yeah. No, he's not weighing 3,000 pounds of heavy metal.
That sucks.
Um,
He's gonna get heat for that, but oh well.
Who else was there? There was a couple luchadors were there.
Frank the Clown.
Frank the Clown.
Robert Anthony.
Actually, I got to meet Frank the Clown when he was with his girlfriend, McFoley's daughter.
Noel.
Yeah, at C2E2 up in Chicago at Comic-Con. They were just walking around there, and it's like, hey, I first introduced, I knew who she was, but I didn't want to be a dick, and I knew he was, so I introduced myself to him first. So.
Smart
I
man.
heard Noel got a really bad concussion though, from what I've read.
I heard that too, but I also heard that if she wants to become a wrestler, WWE is going to give her a contract no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, she. I think she got like a concussion while training or something like that, and that didn't really recover right.
No, I just hope she doesn't. I just hope like she doesn't have like bad CTE like Chris. I wouldn't be surprised if Perry Saturn has CTE.
Man, the last time I looked up him was a couple of years ago, and he was in Canada as a lumberjack, and Terry Reynolds went up there to go. Supposedly, this is what I read. Terry Reynolds was trying to reach out to him to bring him back to the States so she could take care of him and try to rehab him and get him back in the right state of mind. And he told her no. And that's whenever she was dating New Jack, if I'm not mistaken. And that's the last I heard of Perry Saturn. And I know he's still living.
He's still alive.
Yeah. But I hear he's a lumberjack.
He's home. He was actually homeless for quite a while too, for what I've read.
Yeah.
I already got pretty bad. He got pretty bad fucked up because he was. I heard he tried to save a woman from being raped, or I mean, SA. It says we're on YouTube.
You can say whatever, dude. I mean, we're on everything, so I mean, it's not meant for children to watch us, so we're good.
No.
No.
I just want to try to keep us monetized.
Dude, we're never going to be monetized. I can promise you that shit.
Fuck that.
But yeah. Damn.
What link? Hold on. Your woman. I'm sorry. I had just now jumped back into the actual YouTube chat. Josh, Tamale's laughing. She said that hat though, and
yeah, she's a Cubs. Her and her family are Cubs fans.
They're worse. They're worse than the Sox fans. I can actually deal with the Sox. The Cubs, not so much. I mean, you got your World Series. Congratulations. Move on, okay? What's the link? Let's see it. What link? Oh, you mean for her?
Yeah, I think the link for Ashley Blake.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know it exactly. Matter of fact, I don't know if I can. I'm gonna see if I can share it. Hold on.
Tamale con salsa.
Yeah. Hey, babe.
Let's see if I can actually. I'm following her now. Yay. Add as a friend too. Why not? We'll add her as a friend.
All right.
She can't kill me. 37 followers, 20 following.
Damn, babe. I just read her comment.
I'm going to try to post it here. Let's see if I can post it. Let's see.
It's like
Did that work? There you go. That's her profile page. Ms. Blake. Late for dinner. Wow, that's a Southern thing if I never heard it for real. I mean, it's like
late for dinner.
Yeah, you can call me anything, but just don't call me late for dinner. Wow, that's some really Southern shit right there.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's every fat guy saying too.
Shit, no, it's you can ring the dinner bell as many times as you want. I'm already at the table. That's a fat guy thing.
Had a buddy that used to say that. Says you can call me anything but late for dinner.
I have
Yeah,
a buddy
it's
of mine.
very. I hear that a lot down here, especially growing up in the South and everything. So
I have a buddy of mine who he's a damn comedian. He's a big guy. His name is Biggin, and he'll probably get on to me if he ever hears me saying this about him. But
hey,
he
late
loves
for dinner.
no. He loves me, and he had the same when he was trying to pick up a lady. She said, "What's your name?" He says, "Cletus W. Cooley," and the W stands for wonderful. You want to find out how wonderful I am? Come home with me.
Best pickup line ever. I had a buddy of mine, we called him Big Country, and he used to say that too. So you can call me anything but late for dinner.
Yeah,
But
real man.
but
So
he's a big Alabama fan. So
oh, terrible person, terrible person.
Roll Tide.
Notre
There you
Dame here, Notre Dame. I'm an Irish fan, which is
So,
crazy.
anyways,
There's nothing in Chicago I like. Okay, nothing. I don't like the Blackhawks. I don't like the
What?
Bulls. I don't like the Cubs. I can actually handle the White Sox. Y'all have Robin Ventura. I have Robin Ventura. Hey, y'all got rid of y'all's best player. Okay,
what about the Bears?
they're my rival. We
The Bears.
they have to pay
he's
rent
a
every
Packers
time we play
fan.
them. They have to pay rent every time we play them. So
Caca.
it's
So
true.
anyways.
It's true. I mean, you gotta love the
Yeah.
Packers, man. I mean, hint, love Packers. I mean, come on.
Man, that game pissed me off, man. Twice.
Y'all pay
Are we
rent.
supposed to be a wrestling
Y'all,
podcast?
you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. But hey, you got your wish. We lost to the 49ers. I mean,
Oh man. That was a good. I was with my girl watching that game at Red Robin's, and it just so happened to count it as like when I saw the 49ers, when I saw that dude shove the Packer down, I was like, oh, there you blew the game right there. I was like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom. Right when I go to the bathroom, come back, then all of a sudden 49ers scored a touchdown. I'm like, what the hell did I just miss? And I see the Packers, and I'm like, I was like, oh, please do Brett Favre. Do a Brett Favre, throw an interception. And it's like, got it. I was happy as hell.
Yeah, you suck, by the way. I'm playing. Yeah, you're right. This is a wrestling podcast, so I had to get that out of there. Yeah.
Little jab at my heart.
Yeah.
So, what are we going to talk about? What happened this past week?
Okay. I'm gonna start off. Do you want to talk about the Okada stuff, or do you want to talk about what happened last night on Raw?
The Okada stuff first.
You really hate the WWE, don't you, Phil?
I don't know. I just really after what Vince put me through with all the during the pandemic, and I just couldn't do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't watch it anymore. I tried watching it during SummerSlam, but it's just Roman Reigns as well. Like, it's I'm waiting for him to drop the belt, and it's like the more he has that belt, the more I'm less interested in WWE.
Okay. Before we go any further, though, you want to talk about the Okada and where he's not going. We all know he's not going to the Rumble. We already know that. Everybody knows that. So, and the NXT thing with him being part of Chase U, I've seen that all over social media, not only on Twitter, but only on Facebook, Instagram as well. Somebody put it as their Snapchat story.
Yeah.
What an asshole. Okada deserves way better than that. Okada is not.
It's like what
that's a downgrade.
what Vince Russo did to Okada back during his excursion in TNA. Made him dress up like fucking Kato. Like, what the fuck, man?
Stupid. Okada, in my opinion, needs to go to TNA or AEW. I think TNA has a lot of more room in there to actually get Okada, more so than AEW, but he has a lot of family. I call family, yes, in AEW. When you got you got Ospreay, you have the Young Bucks, you have Kenny Omega, you have Bryan Danielson, you have the list goes on and on and on.
Oh yeah.
And then on the flip side of going to TNA, there's dream matches.
Josh Alexander, Jonathan
No.
Gresham.
Hold on. Before you talk about Josh Alexander, you got to talk about the freaking elephant in the room here now. Simon Gotch.
Oh yes.
Okay. Him and Aiden English legitimately had beef whenever Simon Gotch got fired from WWE. They had legitimate beef, and him showing up at a TNA show on their tapings, and he's part of TNA now. Woo,
Oh yeah.
big time. We'll talk about that in a minute. But no, I'm just saying, if he joins TNA, you have Moose, Josh Alexander, you have Nick Namath, you have he's right there. He's one of the
Jonathan Gresham.
Jonathan Gresham. That's another one, and
Yeah.
they also have Davey, not Davey Richards. Shit, Eddie Edwards,
Yeah.
and you have Ace Austin. You have Chris Bay. You have man, I
Too
mean,
sweet.
who's and I mean, the list goes on, man. And not only that, you got Trent Seven now in there. You have Simon Gotch now. You now you're adding who else came over there from England? There was another guy that just showed up. The Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, GYV. I love those guys.
I mean,
They're the grizzled young veteran.
I mean,
Grit your teeth.
yes, I love it. And those guys and Okada can be a great tag team partner with anybody, literally anybody.
I
Yeah.
also heard Tama Tonga is leaving New Japan as well.
I heard he's going to MLW though. I already heard that, and I don't know how
I
true that
see.
aspect
I
is.
see it better in TNA where he can make a little bit of money for his family as well too. You know, the reason
Yeah.
why he's leaving New Japan is for his family. You know, and I love Tama Tonga. I mean, this is the son of King Tonga, the son of aka Ming.
Meng. Well, I did hear this also about Tamatanga is that AEW and him have a really, really, really good working relationship
Well, the
because
Bucks and all that. Yeah.
because
All four of them.
his dad's been there in backstage area several times, not without his son there as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
I think Hikuleo wrestled a few episodes of
Dark
Dynamite. Oh,
and
Yeah.
Dark. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Dark.
real.
So I mean,
Back when Hikuleo was still in Bullet Club before he left it with his brothers to form God,
yes,
the faction.
yeah, dude, he blew up a whole faction, didn't he?
Yeah, GOD's now no longer a tag team. They're actually a faction. Even ELP's a member of that faction now.
El Phantasma,
I love El Phantasmo. I
but
think
they're
he should
still
be.
part of the Bullet Club though.
For life.
Yeah, they're ex members of Bullet Club, but still, you know, if
For
Bullet Club has put a lot of wrestlers over. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Now, Josh, you were at the show a couple weeks ago with GCW, and you saw the War Dogs,
Yeah.
the Bullet Club War
Oh
Dogs.
my God.
How?
Yes.
What do you think of Gabe Kidd?
Yeah. What do you think about those two guys?
They were fantastic. Good working team. Good working team. I mean, they put on a hell of a show. I was very impressed with them.
Now the question I have for you: you think they should have been wrestling balances forever, or you think they were good against the team they wrestled?
Who they? Shoot! Now you got me go back to my notes. I forgot who they wrestled. Violence is Forever, ain't it?
No, balances forever wrestled the Bang Bros,
The Bang Brothers. Yeah, that's right.
the team that can't be googled, by the way, people.
Oh, they wrestled Los Mastocas. Los
Mastocizos.
Matecos, yeah. Just that match right there was a pretty banger because them were two tough guys to wrestle too. So
Yeah, the Stone Brothers, the Rocks, yeah. But they are more hardcore. They like to bring in doors and chairs and things.
yeah.
Balances
Honestly,
forever.
they would need to test themselves like something against like FTR or something like that.
That is a great assumption. Now,
They need to test themselves. So like I said, from what I saw, they were a good tag team. They worked
power.
together and everything. So, but honestly, it's like they need to test themselves. I get some better tag teams, so they need to start branching out.
I agree. Now, I mean, so do you think that the War Dogs were the match with Los Masitos was good? we've all seen it. It was a great match, but
Yeah.
you think they would have been a greater matchup between them and Balances Forever?
Oh yeah, that would have been that would have been a banger of a match right there. That would have been a true banger of a match.
I agree. Now, also speaking of the War Dogs and FTR, there's another tag team that I want y'all to think about here for a second, and I'm not trying to throw any shade towards any one other tag team other than I just want to talk about this tag team because to me they don't get enough praise, and that's Brody King and Malachi Black.
Oh yeah.
So those three tag teams together for the AEW World Tag Teams Championships, you think that'd be a great fit?
Well, for what War Dogs, FTR, and House of Black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Actually, they need to start pushing. They really do need to start pushing Malachi and Brody King.
Even if they want to make Malachi a singles wrestler, I think they should do it. I mean,
Yeah.
he legitimately has it, and leave the House of Black tag team as Buddy Matthews and Brody King, because Buddy Matthews is by far leaps and bounds better than half of the wrestlers they have on their roster. The
Oh
kid
yeah.
is the kid is underused. He's way underrated.
They're making him lose way too much, and it's
Who?
like, yeah,
Who
they
is
they,
gonna lose
they,
too
need,
much?
they need to step that up. They needed to start. They need to start pushing them like they should have been pushing them.
The House of Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're like they should be booked as like this most dominant, tag faction. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Julia Hart, she's killing it too in the fact.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
why do they keep calling Sky Blue Sky Blue? Why can't she be called Sky Black now? I mean, she's not blue anymore. She's dark hearted. She's black.
I think her and Julia Hart should be called a tag team. We call Blue Hearts. I don't know.
How about Black Hearts?
Black Hearts, that too.
I just hope that no one copyrighted that though.
Who's the Black Heart?
Also, what do you guys think about that? About what's the guy named the Toro guy? Can't use his name and everything.
Toriana?
No, not Toro Yano. I'm talking about that luchador that signed with AEW. Can't use his name because of AAA's bullshit. They basically decided to pulling a WWE.
Pentagon Junior.
Not Pentagon Junior. The guy who wears the Toro mask.
Black Taurus?
Yeah, Black Taurus. Yes.
Black Tours. Was he? Yeah, he just did an episode of AEW, didn't he?
No, he did the Final Battle. Last time he was on Final Battle in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, if I'm correct, he was on. Yeah, he signed.
He did Dynamite. He went against Vikingo.
Yeah, but that was in Ring of Honor, though. That was on Final Battle.
Oh, here's another controversial. Alberto Patron, formerly known as Alberto Guerrero, is now the AAA mega champion. Now he beat El Hijo de Vikingo.
You beat him?
Yeah, I saw the belt. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that happened over the weekend. It was hush
like,
hush. It was really a hush hush thing because they're saying, I don't know how true this is, Vikingo wants to go to AEW. And they don't want
Well, I mean, they pay AEW pays better than AAA anyways.
Yeah.
And he's a great wrestler, and he can wrestle for GCW anytime he wants to, or any other company for that matter.
Oh hell, we'll see. He held the belt for almost 2 years.
If he goes to AEW, I like to see him wrestle with CMLL.
Mm-hmm. And the AAA owner, if I'm not mistaken, is Conan. He's also head booker as well. And they're
I'm just surprised he hired Alberto Patron.
I'm not, because even though he said what he said, Alberto El Patron is a great wrestler. He is royalty in Mexico. I'm not going to spit word verbatim what he said, though. I'm just going to give you the highlights of what I remember him saying. He's Mexican royalty. He was acquitted of all charges, not found guilty. And on top of that, he has a intelligence for the business more than any other person he's ever came across that is from Mexico. And
he did inspire
Andrade.
He did inspire Roosh
Dragon Lee,
and Drag. No, not no. He did inspire Roosh, and he also did inspire
Bandito.
Andrade to remove their mask.
Yes,
Of what I've
yes,
read in the
yes.
article.
Yeah, and Andrade wanted to wrestle Alberto El Patron in CMLL, but now he's in AAA, and that's kind of throwing a mixed match of feelings from what I understand from Andrade going back to the WWE. I think he wants to go down there and wrestle one more time before he jumps ship and goes to WWE.
I would like to see him wrestle in Fantasticmania as well.
I would too, even though it's supposed to happen this year. But with all the craziness that's going on in the WWE right now, which I think we should talk about that in a few minutes as well. But we talked about Okada very, very little. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. That's one of the biggest topics ever.
it is
Like
because
if
Oh,
if WWE goes for him, he can't go to NXT. They can't downgrade him like that.
I
That's
was like,
a
well, they
downgrade.
did it with Nakamura. They did it to
well, that
Nakamura.
was different. It was a black and gold brand
Yeah, that was run by
run by Trips.
Trips. Well, I ain't saying Shawn Michaels ain't doing a bad job right now, but it was better, But it was better under Trips.
I watched
So
NXT tonight, and gentlemen, I can say this: not a good show.
not a good show.
There was two good matches. Nope, no, there
It's
wasn't.
run. It's run like it's more like it's run
One
by
good.
Bruce Pritchard more than Shawn Michaels.
And to be honest, Bruce Pritchard is another. And I hate to say this, Jim Cornette with in a wrestling promotion.
Mhm.
Just my take on it because he tries to make it so old school that it sucks.
It's so outdated. He's basically trying to make it look like Vince McMahon.
And the women in general, man, they have so much more in ring ability, and he has them so scripted. It sounds like something came out in 1980.
Mm.
It's sad.
Especially when I hear Nakia Lyons, I'm just like,
No,
really?
no. The words that the lady used tonight was, you know what? I'm so sick of you. You know, you threw me over the top rope last week in the battle royal, and I'm your friend. And you know what, bitch? And everybody's like marking out. She gets in the ring, and I'm like, she's like, I don't want to wait till next week. I want to do it now. And then she attacked her. I'm like, 1980, 1980.
Mhm.
That's what screamed 1980. It's
Yeah, it's like
1980. It's 1984. It's pre WrestleMania.
I was even born in 1984, so I was
My
even
point
alive
is-
in 1984. So fuck that shit.
So you know what I'm saying? It's sad, and I'm not trying to take nothing away from NXT. The dude, they had Born Corbin come out with a wolf head, like on top of his head, his bald ass head. They had him like wearing some Indian headdress on his head, like a wolf head. I'm like, how insensitive can you be, you some stupid sons of bitches? I mean, he come out with Braun Breaker, and they have like they're calling themselves the Wolf Dogs, which is fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
oh Jesus. Yeah, so they had for Okada, yeah, he would have to be like Raw or SmackDown or shit like that. Or actually, no, not even SmackDown. He'd have to be Raw. But
The only
I
thing
don't,
that
I don't see
one of the
Okada
good
go.
things I'm glad WWE's done, they brought back the Bruiserweight.
Yeah, they did. And Ridge Holland is actually that whole storyline with him is actually really good. Now, I'm going to say this as well. The best part of that show wasn't even a match. It really wasn't. It was Joe Gacy versus some dude.
And I heard the April
Dragonoff. Yeah. No, not Dragonoff. Djokovic. Djokovic, that's it. Djokovic and Gacy. And Gacy got thrown through the NXT tower thing. And he came out with a smile on his face. And they started wrestling around the arena and they get their match thrown out.
Mhm.
Oh, I even heard Ava Rain, The Rock's daughter, is now the GM of NXT.
What?
She can't do nothing good. Now with The Rock being The Rock and he's part of TKO / WWE, I think they're
Yeah,
gonna give her
he's one of the board members and everything. From what I heard.
yeah.
Say what? Really?
Yep.
That happened
Wow.
today, another fact. A lot of things happened today. NXT or WWE Raw is now gonna be on Netflix starting January 2025.
Okay.
The Rock was also got trademarked. The Rock owns The Rock. Made trustee slash board member today at TKO at 9:30 a.m. And the other big news is what is going to happen with SmackDown going to USA and NXT leaving to go to the CW network. Where does that leave AEW? And I also heard rumor that the NBA is going to do a lot of broadcast shows. Hey, I'm happy with that. You know how I feel about that, Phil. Fuck the NBA. That big money contract. Fuck the NBA. Fuck them for holding out like they've been doing. And they're going to be on broadcast TV, ESPN, and they're slowly fading away from TBS and TNT. I'm happy with that. That means you can actually get a big contract now, in my personal opinion, from Turner Broadcasting or Warner Brothers, Warner Discovery, whatever, Warner Discovery, Paramount,
Warner Brothers Discovery
/ Paramount. They're buying Paramount too. That's in the works as we're talking tonight.
Oh God, just imagine Max and Paramount merging.
That's gonna be insane, dude. Insane. Because Viacom is the owner of Paramount. There's the big parent company, and Paramount Studios and Warner Brothers.
So Warner Brothers Discovery is merging with Viacom.
Yeah, and that means now you're going to have Paramount Studios and Warner Brothers Studios all under one umbrella.
Damn.
Well, they did Watchmen together.
Yeah, and MGM to be.
They're gonna have DC and Star Trek.
Yeah. Well, that's been done before too in comic books. You know that, Josh.
Yep.
And the crazy thing about it is now we're going to have this is the coolest thing ever in my opinion. We're going to have MGM, Paramount, Warner Brothers, and Miramax all under the same umbrella.
I thought Miramax was owned by Disney.
Not that I'm aware of, because Disney. If that was the case, then why couldn't they use? Because movies was a rip on Disney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
well, that's why Kevin Smith. That's why you can. Kevin Smith couldn't get his stuff back.
Yep.
That's why we couldn't get another Mallrats or anything.
Now we can. They're talking about Mallrats 3 or Mallrats 2. I mean, they're talking about Mallrats 2. That's been in the works because Jason Lee is wanting to do a thing with him, and so is Jeremy London.
Okay.
I've actually met Jeremy London. He's a pretty cool guy.
I met him in Pensacola. Nice gentleman. He was going to Pensacon that year, and I actually happened to meet him at a restaurant.
Yeah, he lives in Ocean Springs, from what I hear.
Yeah. I never met Kevin Smith, but I've been to a panel. That's about it.
Kevin Smith's autograph ain't worth shit, but the man is he's a genius. He's a living legend, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with that whole statement.
I still remember when he showed up on Dynamite, him and Jason Mewes.
And that pissed off WWE. And he said, return. They won't let him come back ever. And
they won't let him come back ever?
And they won't let Steve-O come back either because he showed up on an AEW show too.
Oh, here's another thing. That's just petty. You know what happened? All because Rob Van Dam did a match with Hook. They won't let him show up at the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania in Philadelphia, the home of ECW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some petty stuff right there.
They won't
here's another thing. They edited out Samoa Joe in the Twisted Metal trailer because they're petty.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? They actually showed last night on Raw. They're doing 40 years of Raw, only 40 years of WrestleMania. They actually showed Big Show.
Wow.
Really?
They did, and they showed Mark Henry.
I wonder if they're going to show Bryan winning at WrestleMania 30.
I don't know. But and what most people don't understand is the reason why CM Punk was even in AEW. He even said it himself, but CM Punk's a liar on top of everything else. No offense. I mean, most wrestlers are liars, and the good ones.
Hulk Hogan is the king of the impulsive liars.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah.
But
I almost joined Metallica one time, brother.
When Punk showed up, he was very one of the key reasons why Bryan Danielson got there. True story, and um, that's how they landed Bryan Danielson. That was rumored upon rumored upon rumored, and Bryan Danielson shut that down. He said he was joining AEW no matter what when his contract ended in his 90-day no.
Well, he wanted to wrestle in Japan. That's
Yeah,
the reason why. One of the reasons why he signed up. I mean, and look what happened. He had a five. He had a really bad, like
you dare say 5-star. You're not allowed to say 5-star on the Rant show, man.
Okay, 10 thumbs up. Thumbs up.
There you
In
go.
my opinion, 10 thumbs up. Banger with Kazuchika Okada. Is that better?
You can say he had 10 Tokyo Domes. There we go. 10 Tokyo Domes.
I like that even better because the Tokyo Dome is the mecca of Japanese pro wrestling. Mm-hmm. Well, that and Cork and Hall.
I really like Japanese. I like the Tokyo Dome better than the Cork and Hall. It's actually a prettier arena.
Well, I like Cork and Hall because it has that ECW feeling. Because I remember ECW.
Cork and Hall honestly reminds me of a
high school gym.
No.
Yeah.
A convention center. It's like, hey, everybody, we're going to this convention center to watch wrestling.
Well, what? it's been one of the biggest arenas for pro wrestling, biggest venues for pro wrestling for the past 60 years. For both, it started off with Ricky Chozu, then it was highly used by All Japan and New Japan Pro Wrestling for the past 50 years now.
Man, you just threw away a whole company that didn't even fucking exist. FMW wrestled there too.
Yeah, FMW did too. FMW, Pro Wrestling Noah, Tokyo Joshi, AJPW,
Battle Arts.
Oh yeah,
man, I gotta brush up on my Japanese stuff.
No, you're good. Just some of the names.
FMW, the FMW ECW show, the super show they did in Cork and Hall, that was pretty badass.
Yeah, that's the show where Sabu wrestled in a barbed wire match.
Oh yeah.
And it was so outrageously and outlandish that the actual, they call them, I guess they're what they are here, like the who are they, like the directors, like the sports directors or the whatever, like the state people or whatever they are.
Thought it was too bloody.
Yeah, they were there in attendance and they just let it go on, and they were like, that'll never happen again. And since that day, they've never had a match like that ever in the Cork.
They'll do that in other places though. In Japan, though, just not
Cork.
They did do it in Cork with Jun Kasai.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Yeah, you're right. They did. That was recent. That was like 10 years ago.
With John Moxley and El Desperado was in that match.
That was like what, 10 years ago?
No. This was this year during July 4th.
It was last year. Yeah, you're right. At Cork and Hall.
Yeah, it was like a big July 4th celebration. It was a New Japan Strong show. That was the match that was the event where Julia beat Willow Nightingale for the New Japan Strong Women's Championship.
Yeah, she is the second ever champion.
Julia's a badass.
All right, now we're talking about women again. What about Viva Van? What's next for her?
I don't know. She still wants to wrestle in New Japan. She actually wants to continue wrestling in Japan for quite a while to hone her craft, from what I've seen. She still even does some stuff in Vietnam, from what I've seen.
I heard that as well. I heard she wrestles a lot over in like the Asian countries, like the Philippines. She wrestled in. She's wrestled.
Well, she actually helped raise money for like VPW and stuff over in Vietnam and everything. She helped them with the ring and everything. She basically helped bring wrestling to her ancestors' country.
Yeah.
Even though she was born over here in the United States, she is of Vietnamese descent. She wanted to give something to the Vietnamese people enjoy, was pro wrestling, and pro wrestling, to me, pro wrestling brings a lot of people together.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I even have friends in the Philippines that watch wrestling and everything. They know I've actually, because of my belts and everything, it's like, are you wrestling? No, this is from. These are not mine. These are just replicas.
Yeah,
it's my collection.
They're my collection. Yes.
All right. So I just came back over to the YouTube channel. I did have it minimized for a minute. Your woman said, "Did she hear that correctly about the Bang Bros?" Yeah, you did. And then she
Yeah.
put.
Do not Google them.
Do not Google.
No.
They are the team that cannot be Googled.
MLJ even said that like twice, didn't he? Like this team cannot be Googled. Do not Google it. And I see somebody on their phone.
NSFW people.
Oh, now he says is like this. Said now they are the team that can be Googled.
Yeah, she said too late. Oh wow, we know who we're shooting down a rabbit hole. Welcome to the rabbit hole of hell. At least it ain't 2G1C.
But
Everybody knows what that is. God Almighty.
Oh crap.
So we've talked about Okada. We talked about Josh. Did you watch Raw last night?
You know what? I just caught some parts of it. I caught the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
Hey, hold on.
I saw that
there.
too
Hold
on
right there. Hold on right
Instagram.
there. You're talking about this right here, right? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I just had it. I had it. I had it right here. Here it is.
Hello.
Y'all can hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this right here happened, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, I know Seth Rollins. Did he drop the title?
No. Just listen. So that right there, and the way he called him friend, me personally, he CM Punk come out there and goes, "Can we remain friends the day after?" And the way he said, "Friends." Here, I'll let you hear it yourself, so that way I'm not making this up. I want you to hear it. Okay.
I can barely hear it.
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
He's probably referring to the incident he had with the Elite.
I hope we're still friends. He said, "I hope we're still friends." And the way he said it though was like really, really, you really? I mean, from what I understand is, I know you're a little estranged with the Bucks and Kenny Omega. You know, they're still your boys. I get it, but are you and Punk really friends?
I don't think so. They're
I
just
don't think
working.
so either. I think it is too. I think it's a big work.
Yeah.
And when they left the arena or the ring, there's something there, man. There's something big.
There was some actual heat, I think, between that promo.
Oh yeah, 100%. And even when Punk was there, he said, "I'm more American Dream than you are."
Mm.
And then Cody said, you left 10 years ago and you dropped that torch. You didn't pass it. You dropped it at the door and on the way out the door so quick. And you never returned to pass the torch. Well, you know who picked that torch up? I did." And then CM Punk said, "Yeah, you've been here for 2 years with this company on your back, but I did it for 10." Now he didn't do it for 10. We all know that. That's a lie.
Bullshit.
Yes. And the whole statement of that, what I'm trying to get to is Cody wasn't referring for himself to be there holding that company on his back for 2 years. He was referring to him leaving.
And actually
Going,
putting the work and going to the indies, unlike Punk.
well, Punk did do the indies as well. You can't knock him there, man. He
No, he
wrestled
didn't
in
do
Windy
the
City
indies
Wrestling.
when he left WWE. He didn't do the indies.
No, before he came to WWE, though,
Yes, he did do the indies. Yes, but after that, he was so burnt out on wrestling, it wasn't even funny. Cody actually busted his ass in the indies.
Yeah, 100%.
Honor made something out of himself. Became a Ring of Honor World Champion, IWGP United States Champion, and even the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. The 10 pounds of gold, same belt that his father held.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
now on that same token, though, he still hasn't finished the story. Now, the the thing is, who's winning the Royal Rumble? What's going to be at WrestleMania? What's the main event at WrestleMania? Do we know?
Honestly, if Punk or Cody doesn't win it, I don't see Cody winning 2 years in a row. I don't see him winning.
They did it with Stone Cold. Yeah,
That's um
he was the last one to do it too. They've been mentioning it a lot on television. Stone Cold's the last person to win back-to-back Rumbles.
I see them finally pushing LA Knight. I see them pushing him.
But he's already on the match, dude. He's in the four-way match between him, Roman
Okay.
Reigns, AJ Styles, and Randy Orton.
Yeah, but they get it. They can also reappear right in the Rumble too.
I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you why I don't think so. I went back and watched an old WCW pay per view, Bash at the Beat. I'm sorry, Great American Bash, 1988, the very first televised non-series of matches for Bash at the or Great American Bash. And their very first match of the card was a battle royal match. It had 20 some odd members in there, and the way you lose, they had two rings set up. Is you throw everybody out but one person in the first ring, and then the match continues over in the second ring, and then the last person standing in that ring has to fight the person in the first ring in a regular match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the winners of the match were uh, the Twin Towers, Dangerous Dan Spivey, and Sid Vicious.
Mm-hmm.
And Teddy Long was their manager, and he's like, "We're not wrestling. No, we're taking the $50 and we're splitting it, baby." And they left. The very next match, because there was 20 people in that battle royal for $50,000. And that battle royal was Brian Pillman and some random dude. Well, the second match of the night was Brian Pillman and that same random dude in the next match. Every other match was already in the battle royal. It made no sense. There was no storyline there.
Mm-hmm.
Zero storyline. And everybody I talked to, they're like, "Yeah, there was storylines." I'm like, "How in the hell can you tell me there's a storyline there?"
That's true. So, God, so it's either going to be Cody or Punk. So that's only two I can see.
Nope, it's the Miz. I'm telling y'all are fucking sleeping on the Miz.
The Miz. That's he's the guy that they send to bring in to break in the new guys.
I have a friend of mine calls who I tried to invite to the podcast, calls him the king of soft style.
King of soft style.
The Miz?
The Miz. The king of. He basically goes back to that promo to when Bryan Danielson said he wrestles like a coward.
Well, the reason he wrestled like a coward was because that was all storyline, and him and Bryan Danielson at the time actually legitimately had beef.
Oh no.
So, and to this day, they're actually cool now, and they have mad respect for one another. That's why he still uses the yes kicks and the homage to Bryan Danielson in his matches. Therefore, I'm thinking and saying, "Hello, McFly, the Miz has got to win." I mean, you got to place some respect on the Miz, man. Has he ever won a Rumble? Has he ever won a Rumble?
No.
There you go. There you go. How are you going to make the man relevant? How are you going to get someone to main event WrestleMania that needs to be main event WrestleMania and taking away a lot of the hype because of the Rock and Roman thing and also the Seth Rollins knee injury? Boom. You had the Miz win. Really? 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 No, that's all.
No.
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 No?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, come on. Why not?
He's going to be in and out in 5 seconds.
Oh, y'all are terrible people. No, I'm serious. Think about it, though. I mean, whenever you think about something like the Royal Rumble, you think of prestige and you think of greatness and you think of the next World Heavyweight Champion. Now you think of Universal Champion or maybe World Heavyweight Champion. But back in the day, it was one title, which in my personal opinion needs to be having one title. Two titles is too much, man. Two titles is way too much. And everybody got pissed off because, well, Roman Reigns held both titles. Well, Roman Reigns is the real fucking champion. I hate to tell y'all that. I mean, the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, has to wrestle his life out.
Well, here's the thing, though. the only reason why Triple H did that is because of what Vince McMahon did the last minute.
Yeah.
But you gotta think about it though, man.
And all I have to say, Roman Reigns should have dropped that title to Cody Rhodes at last WrestleMania.
I know.
Could have dropped it.
I
It's
even
too
think
much right
they actually going to change that. I hope that they do bring back somewhat of the winged eagle belt.
I mean, think about it right now. We got way too much going on. We don't know
Oh.
who's going to win the Rumble. It's either Cody Rhodes or CM Punk. That's what everybody's picking. Everybody. So it can't be neither one of them. It has to be somebody else. When has WWE ever gave us what we wanted in a Royal Rumble?
Very few times.
So we're going on a surprise
pick.
pick.
WWE gave me what I want was back during the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Okay. Last 5 years in Royal Rumble matches have all been shit. This year has legitimately been the best build up to a Royal Rumble match because nobody knows who's going to win it. What's the other one of those two people?
Rhodes won last year, though.
Yeah, Rhodes won last year. Everybody's picking CM Punk, but now I'm seeing maybe for a Mania match. Maybe I'm seeing CM Punk versus Rhodes.
I was also happy that Nakamura and Asuka won in 2018, but that WrestleMania sucked ass.
And what about Gunther versus Rollins at WrestleMania?
That's what I'm thinking towards too, because they cut a good ass promo too.
Yeah, hold that thought. Don't go nowhere. Let's end this hour before we actually had to end this hour. And save.
I'm gonna give you some. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you some water.
All right, we'll go ahead. Boom, that's done. And,
all right, let me go run and grab something to drink.
Okay.
Be right back for football.
While they're going, I will wait on whatever. So I'm gonna kill the time here with the YouTube and not the podcast, and sit here and talk to myself. Hello, self. How are you? It's been great. Oh, you're here. Okay. Hello. Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. Well, now I want to go get something to drink. How about them apples?
So yeah, Ice Train was only 56. He wrestled for WCW, and his manager was Teddy Long.
Time out. I didn't even start the podcast yet there, Phil. I'm waiting on everybody to get back so now I can get me something to drink because my mouth is kind of dry and I have been talking a lot.
All right. I'm back.
Now y'all can excuse me for a minute while I go get me some drinkola. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
My girlfriend's still here.
I'll see you.
Then
Oh shoot.
I hardly got to talk at all.
Yeah, same here. But oh man, I had to run up some stairs to get that.
So you're in your basement?
Yeah.
Dude, that is a cool basement.
Thanks, man. Still working on it.
That looks like a picture of Thunder Rosa behind you.
Oh, that one. That's a like a little tapestry. Some Day to Dead chicks.
Oh, Dia de los Muertos. Well,
yes.
I say that because basically it looks like every time I see Thunder Rosa, it looks like she's celebrating El Dia de los Muertos.
Oh yeah.
It's part of her culture, man.
Yeah.
She's la mera.
Yep. I got to meet her.
You know, she's kind of gained some. She's gotten thicker.
Oh yeah, she built up. She's built up some body mass. She's been working for like about a year and a half to get back in shape.
I like that. I like how she's working on that booty of hers.
All right.
She gets nice posterior.
I'm sorry, but I have to say she does have a nice ass. Thunder Rosa.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sky blue too.
dude.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna change out hats for you. There we go.
Uh,
There
All
we go.
right, you two, break it up.
Break up or whatever.
So yeah,
I just fumbled.
be back on.
Yeah, I'm starting the podcast again. There we go for the third hour.
All right.
There we go.
Oh yeah, I was talking about that wrestler earlier that passed away.
Yeah, Ice Train.
Ice Train. And his manager was Teddy Long, the Teddy Long.
I gotta see a picture, see if I can remember what he looks like. The names in my head, and that's like I can't picture his face.
Just
The only person I
Yeah.
remember is Iceman Parsons. It ain't him though, is it?
Ice Train.
Let me grab my
All right. Yeah, his name is Harold Fitzgerald Hoagie. He was born November 13th, 1967, and died today. He wrestled this Ice Train, and he was I haven't really checked out much of him though, but I'm thinking about going back and going back since my mom has the Peacock. Wow, he was trained by Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful.
He's a big dude.
Was 6'2", 315 pounds.
Ice Train died today, 56 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't remember, but going through the Rolodex of wrestlers in my head,
He
A lot of
wrestled.
wrestlers died.
Yeah, I know.
It's sad,
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go here to the Wikipedia and see what he wrestled.
It was trained by Mr. Wonderful, though.
Yeah, shoot.
He made his pay-per-view debut at the first ever Fall Brawl event, where he defeated Shanghai Pierce. He came up with the Shockmaster and Charlie Norris and defeated Harley Heat and the Equalizer at Halloween Havoc. His undefeated streak was broken after losing to Ron Simmons at the Clash of Champions on January 27, 1994.
Damn.
That was from 93 to 94 is when he wrestled in WCW. In 94 to 96, he wrestled for Catch Wrestling Association. He won the Catch Cup 1995 tournament, defeating John Hawk in the finals. He returned to WCW in 96 and 97 as Fire and Ice. He returned to WCW on the February 14th, 1996 edition of Saturday Night in a match against Scott Norton. The match ended in a double countout when both men clotheslined each other, knocking themselves out in the process.
I love Scott Norton.
After the match, the two shook hands, and Norton declared to the announcer, Gene Okerlund, that he and Ice Train will become a formidable tag team because of their similar in-ring styles. The team was quickly named Fire and Ice, with Norton representing Fire and Ice Train eponymously representing Ice. The team easily overpowered numerous teams as they tried to establish themselves as a legitimate contender for the World Tag Team Championship. I'm actually just reading this from Wikipedia. They wrestled at Slamboree. They're randomly selected to be in the same team, and they easily defeated the makeshift team of Big Bubba Rogers and Stevie Ray in the first round of the Lethal Lottery tournament. They advanced to the final round and competed in an 8-man battle royal, but neither was successful as DDP eliminated both men and went on to win the Lethal Lottery tournament. Then soon after that, they began feuding with the Steiner brothers. And
Probably broke up because of the NWO. Scott Norton became an NWO, ain't it?
Yeah, he was also the leader of NWO Japan when he was IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They said they lost to a sudden loss to the Rock and Roll Express on an episode of Main Event before Bash at the Beach. Dissension started to appear in their tag team. Norton attacked Ice Train after another team lost. The team finally imploded when Norton faced and defeated Ice Train at Hog Wild on August 10th in a submission match after Norton made Ice Train submit to an armbar.
Mm.
However, Ice Train defeated Norton in a submission rematch on September 15th at Fall Brawl when Norton submitted to a full Nelson. After they imploded, he returned to singles competition and lost to Diamond Dallas Page on November 4th. And then he competed at World War III, eliminated Mark Starr and Villano 4, and even made it to the final 10, but was eliminated from the match due to the combined efforts of Kevin Nash and DDP. After World War III, Ice Train returned to the undercard and gained Theodore Long as his manager for a very brief period. He began easily defeating opponents on Nitro and became a mainstay on Pro. They went back to catch wrestling. And then he went back to WCW again to 2000, 2001. He was a member of the New Blood. He feuded with the Millionaires Club. He was renamed M.I. Smooth.
Damn.
That's actually really cool. He was served as Commissioner Ernest Miller's personal limo driver. And he feuded with Kenyon. And he
Who
feuded
better than Canyon?
Canyon.
he teamed up with Ernest Miller to defeat Road Warrior Animal and Canyon. 5 days later, WCW broadcast its final edition of Nitro. Did the company be bought up by the WWF? And then he returned to wrestling in 2019 at 52 years old in Germany for one night, where he fought Dave Taylor to a no contest. There's nothing else there.
Mm.
Oh, his highest ranking in the PWI was 221 out of 500 in 1993.
That's not bad.
That's the list of his accolades, 100%.
Wow, I just saw this video, a clip of a match at WXW Westside Extreme Wrestling over in Germany, where it had El Ziedo Miedo versus Ia Dragunov.
Yeah, I seen that earlier. That's insane, dude.
Oh.
That happened in 2019.
Yep, that's before he joined NXT UK.
And I think Penta was also at the same time in TNA at the time. But now here's another thing that everybody is speculating. Where's Trinity going? Is she going to be a surprise debut at Royal Rumble?
I did read a spoiler saying she is coming back though. She wants to be back with her husband.
What about Sasha?
I still think she's still debating whether she wants to go to AEW or WWE. Because there's a bidding war between her and WWE.
Is that better? Is that better?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised they're going to allow him back. But then again, that was under Vince McMahon that made them bullshit decisions. So
she's going for the Sasha
ain't Trinity
going for the highest bidder.
Ain't Trinity the champion in TNA right now?
No, she lost it
she lost to Jordan Grace.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And she gave a heartfelt speech to the fans whenever she got beat.
Mm-hmm.
And they thought that was a fun song.
It sucks to see her go from TNA because now she's going. I guess she wants to be back with her husband. I guess.
Now the other question I have on that aspect though is this: they said that Sasha and Bayley were both in the attendance in the crowd of that pay-per-view, that Hard to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's rumored that Bayley's contract is coming to an end very soon. So they all three beginning to plan to jump ship to go to AEW?
Oh shit!
Never know in wrestling, man. It's all speculation. I would have liked to seen Mercedes Moné at least wrestle once in AEW. I know she did a couple teasers, but she's been on the injured list.
I saw her at the All In pay-per-view, make a few clips. She was at the crowd.
Yeah.
But me saying this though, is it crazy enough to even think about? Or just hear me out. Bring them in as a faction and have them go against Saraya, Ruby Soho, and Harley.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That'd be nice. So they
I
gotta have
say,
to wait on.
I say, War gets the entire AEW women's division.
because right now you already have the virtuosa, and I was I liked two of her posts on X today. I called it X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
and both of them were just shots of her face, and she's like, "My makeup looks like crap, blah blah blah, but I think I look good in this right now, dude." My hat's off to the virtuosa. After everybody put her down and body shamed her on social media, I mean, I have nothing but
There's nothing wrong with that woman. There's nothing
nothing.
wrong.
She's gorgeous.
She's a
Yeah,
very beautiful woman, and she can freaking go,
yeah.
and she can go. I mean,
She's a
dude,
badass, in my opinion.
my
I
opinion,
still remember that. I still remember when she beat Roxanne Perez for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
dude. Not only that, what about when she beat Jordan Grace not once, not twice, but three times? Beat Mickey James. Beat
Oh my god! I still remember seeing that clip where she showed up at Mickey James's house and beat her up in their barn, and like we were, and like what, like some people in the comments were like, "Where's Mickey's and where's their kid and where's Nick? The kid's probably upstairs playing Fortnite somewhere, and Nick's probably somewhere over." And this is the time when he was still in NWA. I joked around saying he's probably still over in Missouri still.
Mhm.
no, I know where Nick was. He was in the kitchen as soon as they got through wrestling. I was like, all right, come on and eat.
Wait a minute. Doesn't she got a victory over Thunder Rosa as well?
I think so. Yeah,
I
she
think he
does.
showed up.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I
she showed up
think
at
Thunder
TNA.
Rosa was when it was under Impact.
No, yeah, it was on Impact. You're right. No, I thought
Yeah,
it was the pay per view. No, it was the
it
pay
was
per
a
view.
pay per view. Yeah, because she was a surprised opponent.
Yeah, she said, bring out anybody that doesn't have a contract, or hell, bring out somebody from the back. And the Thunder Rosa's music hit, and she
I
was,
love the feud that's going on between her and Tony Storm. It's just hilarious.
it's great. And I love
Hmm.
her. And she's like, you may remember me as just Deanna Purrazzo, but now,
She called her Donna Palazzo.
eh, and the human duplex machine Taz, the human duplex Taz. That's what it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I bought real estate from the human duplex. And I'm like, he's like, yeah. And
I
she
gotta
called,
Get up, tits out, and watch for the shoe.
say, chin up, tits out, and watch for the shoe.
and the coolest part about her whole gimmick
Poor
is
Renee.
Renee, dude.
Chuck.
She smiled the whole entire time, and she was about to lose her shit every single time that she was out there with her. You could tell, like she bit her
Like,
tongue. She had to bite her. I mean, her
he's like, what the fuck?
and her cheekbones were quivering. Did y'all see that as well? Her
Oh,
cheekbones were like,
when she first said that line.
yeah. Her cheekbones were going. I was like, oh my god.
She's like, I can't believe she just said that. And all of a sudden, a shoe just came out of nowhere. She's like, what the
The
hell?
hell? Yeah, like, are you serious right now?
I wonder I wonder if this is the stuff that Mean Gene had to go through. You could tell that Mean Gene had to go through some of this stuff as well. Gene Okerlund, I miss Mean Gene Okerlund.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Oh, they got a video out there of all the outtakes.
They were hilarious.
He even said something that was hilarious on the whenever he was in the house, the Legends house. They asked him, he was like, "So, how was it, entertaining the Hulkster?" And Roddy Piper goes, "Yeah, yeah, Gene, tell us how it was with your best friend Hogan." He goes, "Well, as you all know, me and Hogan were really tight." And they're like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Well, there was one night whenever Hogan decided to come on. He's like, brother, I'm gonna ad lib a little bit, and just roll with it." And he's like, okay. He said, y'all remember this? It was WrestleMania 3. He came to me and he goes, Gene, I forgot my lines, so you're gonna have to help me out. And Gene was standing there and he goes, well, uh, Hulkster, what he goes, I'm gonna stop you right there, brother. And he started ad libbing and he looked at Mean Gene, and Mean Gene goes, well, back to you guys. Because he didn't finish the whole fucking promo. And he goes, y'all remember that? And Roddy goes, no. He goes, well, that's the way it happened on my end. He goes, You need to go back and watch it, Gene, because that was probably one of the best promos he's ever done. And me and Gene goes, I don't remember. I was too drunk.
Oh God, Mean Gene Okerlund. He was.
But,
I even loved the win. I even loved the promos he did with Jeff Jarrett and WCW. Even calling Jurassic Slap Ass.
Jurassic slap ass over here.
but actually the best stuff is when AEW is on the air, but when it's broadcasting, when you get it the direct feed from the TNA app instead of like watching it on live on television, you get the commentary in between when the commercial when they do the commercial breaks, but they're still showing the match. The commentary in between that is so hilarious.
But I heard Taz is stupid.
Oh, Taz is cracking. Taz and Excalibur are cracking me up during the whole thing.
When they were off the air.
Yeah, well, yeah, when they're doing that the commercial break, but they still got the match going on.
They're, oh my God, but their commentary is hilarious.
Oh, it is. It's something something to hear.
What do you guys think of Walker though, from New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Walker.
He's basically the guy that replaced Kevin Kelly.
Oh, the young guy. The young guy. Yes, yes, yes.
He reminds me of a young Excalibur.
You say that. To me, his voice sounds a lot like
Walker Stewart.
it sounds a lot like Don Callis.
Like a very young Don Callis. The kid's only like 22 years old.
Yeah, everything he says though is just like Don Callis would say it. You know, it's very, very bang, like very heelish. Even though he's not meaning to be, he sounds like a young Don Callis in a heel version of Don Callis.
God, something.
I even love that he was at Battle.
I remember Don Callis' commentaries.
I love the fact he was at Battle of the Valley too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, to Mike Walker. Yeah, and he's also doing that New South show too.
Oh, he is? Yeah, I heard about. I gotta check that out. If he's doing New South.
Yeah. And he's also. I hope he's going to be here for the Haas tournament, dude. That'd be awesome. And Josh, I don't know if you. It's not your probably your cup of your tea or anything, but New South Wrestling, dude. They have a big tournament here every year called the Haas tournament. It's a Sweet 16 tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner of that tournament gets a jacket. Not a title, but a jacket. And it says Haas on it.
Well, is that? Oh yeah, Haas.
Would they get was it? What's that? What's that state company in Japan?
The Haas
Ruby's.
Kobe.
Oh, he's working with Carmen Michael and Rob Weather.
Yeah.
The Velvet Voice they call him the Velvet Voice.
Might as well call him Don Callis' son.
When I see his facial features, he looks like a young Conrad.
He does like a young Conrad Thompson.
He does.
He really does.
Hey,
but he looks like
Thompson.
Conrad. He sounds like Don Callis, and he talks like Kevin Kelly.
Damn. So a mutation.
It was just, oh, come on.
but he's good though. He's a really good kid. I have a really good. I think he's going to go very far in his commentating career. Wherever
to him his biggest break was Wrestle Kingdom 18.
Yeah, so far. And the sky's the limit for that guy, man.
I know. He also has, the New Japan Cup coming up this year as well.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to win the New Japan Cup, though? Since Okada is leaving, who do you think is going to be? Huh?
Tanahashi.
But his niece is giving out now.
So Tanahashi, he's also the president. Tanahashi.
Who do you think's going to get?
Is he still wrestling as president?
He is the president.
He's the world television champion
and the president.
Yes,
of New Japan.
But who do you think Tanahashi's going to push though? Like they have the new stars coming up, and also let's see, Naito's at his last. This is probably his last title ever, since his knees are getting even worse.
Who do I see him pushing? I seen pushing Show and Yo. I
Mhm.
seen pushing Show more so than Yo because of Yo's
Those are
work.
the juniors.
Yeah,
Yeah. But what about the heavyweights though? Like, who do you think is going to be which next heavyweight is going to be the champion? Is it going to be Shingo? I would like to see Shingo become world heavyweight
Shingo
champion again.
Takagi. No, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think. I think he's past his prime.
Okay, then I wouldn't mind seeing Moxley become New Japan World Heavyweight Champion, IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't think that's gonna happen unless he actually goes over there. The only other person I see them giving it to, and you're probably gonna hate me for saying this because he's not really a big heavyweight. That's David.
But he's the global heavyweight champion though right now, so I don't know about that for now.
I think he'll drop that to either he's going to drop that to one of the AEW guys or TNA guy. Mark my words. I think that's going to be their first global actual champion or traveling championship.
It'll probably go to probably Nick Namath or someone. Or
Yeah,
Mox.
I think he's going to drop it to Nick, and Nick's going to take it to TNA and hold it over there for a while, and then drop it back to Finley or drop it to somebody else.
I guess probably members of the War Dogs or somebody or Kenta.
I also heard that the War Dogs contract might be coming up in the next 2 years, and they might be jumping ship to go to AEW to feud with FTR.
Oh God.
Ooh. Mhm. There we go. One.
That'd be one for
Or
the
let's see him feud with Bullet Club Gold.
No man, it's the Scissor Bang Gang Bang,
It's the
Gold.
Bang Bang Gang.
Scissor Bang
Scissor,
Bang
Bang
Gang,
Bang Scissor Gang. It's still Bullet Club Gold though.
Bang Bang
Anyways,
Scissor Gang. Well, I think it's called the Scissor Gang Bang.
it's
Mhm. I
it's
don't
the Bang
know.
Bang Scissor Gang.
No man, it's the Scissor Gang Bang. That's what we're gonna call it, Scissor Gang Bang.
Oh my God.
Your woman said, "Oh my, oh my."
Oh my.
This is getting interesting. I mean, seriously though, I mean, the biggest faction, the super group they calling it now, there hasn't been really a super group since NWO.
No, there hasn't.
Now we get the Scissor Bang Gang or Scissor Gang Bang.
It's Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
No man, it's a Scissor Gang Bang. My name is a whole lot better than what they came up with on TV. Just be honest.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, you know.
You get a
Whatever.
oh yeah. See, she wants to get a oh yeah. See, Scissor Gang Bang. It works a lot better than the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I'm sorry, it really does. What do you prefer? What do you think it should be called? How about that? I'm asking your lady. What do you think it should be called?
She don't watch wrestling.
She'll
I'm
probably
just
agree
calling
with
you
you
the
though.
acclaimed and Bullet Club Gold.
How about the Boo Boo Kitty fuck? Really? No, Jason Hughes is not going to be there.
Oh my
He's the
God.
click commander.
The Click Commander. Oh God! But
That
was
a
it
good-
actually? Was it? They just won the trios championship, ain't it?
Yeah, the acclaimed. They wanted all in against the House of Black.
No,
Now,
no. I'm talking about the Bang Bang Gang. They just won
no,
it.
no.
Yeah. The BC Gold won against. They won against the uh, the embassy, mogul embassy.
They didn't win the titles though, did they?
Yeah, they did. Won the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champ.
Oh, they won the Ring of Honor. They didn't win the.
No, they have the AEW trios and the Ring of Honor 6-man tag belts, and
Well, I read today that tomorrow's match or tomorrow's Dynamite is having Mogul Embassy versus the Acclaim or
the trios belts.
yeah.
I am not surprised.
CM Punk reacted to the WWE Netflix news. Netflix and Phil.
Netflix and Phil. Okay.
All right, so WrestleMania has made their 5 or 6 or 7. However, listen to this: $5 billion WWE Netflix deal. The Rock appointed a TKO Group board of directors. Kevin Dunn leaves the WWE. Kazuchika Okada is leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. Dolph Ziggler and TNA. John Cena hints at retirement, and Andrade leaves AEW. No one cared about Kevin Dunn leaving the WWE,
No,
Oh,
no.
come on. I'm happy he's gone.
but nobody really cared though.
Hmm.
It wasn't really big news. It
Yeah.
was like, hey, we got rid of somebody. About fucking time. That's exactly how I took it. That's exactly how I took it.
No,
The
Andrade.
Beaver is fucking gone.
Yeah, Andrade leaving AEW. That was kind of a disappointment.
It
he had
was
a
too.
run.
You know, I expected more of him in
Yeah.
AEW,
And then,
especially after getting fired by Vince.
yeah. So, but
See, this is what people are saying.
I was hoping he's going to do a tour. Like I said, he was supposed to come to Chicago, and after canceled because he wants to go back.
Now, this is what I've read. Okada is too big for NXT, but you want him to wrestle Wheeler Yuta? I don't want him to wrestle Wheeler Yuta.
I do like Wheeler Yuta. He has a lot of potential, though.
Yes, he does. He's really good wrestler.
I still remember when TK sent him over to New Japan to wrestle in the Best of the Super Junior tournament, and he did really, really good, really well over there.
You want to hear something cool? What about TNA going to USA or NBC Universal?
I like that.
Again? DNA's going to go back to Universal again?
Have they ever been on NBC?
No,
Well,
they
not ABC, but Universal. But that's
no,
where
they've actually have their actually original TNA studio set was in Universal Studios.
yeah.
It was originally Nickelodeon Studios.
Yeah.
It was the old WCW studio.
Yeah.
Wow. I just came across something across the X feed. No Surrender and Bayou Blast. Friday, February 23rd and Saturday, February 24th in New Orleans at the Alario Center.
Mm-hmm. Shoot, I still got to get tickets to the New Japan show in Chicago. I got to get
Sold
tickets.
out.
The Windy City Riot. Dude,
Yeah.
you
Sold out?
you get to see Takahashi versus Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
The show sold out already?
Yeah. Windy
Yeah,
City
sold
Riot.
out.
Fuck.
But I did hear this.
Here I come.
Josh, I did hear this. They are going to open up more seats. They just don't know when.
Okay.
They sold out the first two times they opened up more seats. Then they're going to do it 2 more times, so be on the lookout within the next couple of days. Then there might be a couple of I think they're saying maybe 2,000 more seats available. So they're going to be great seats, but at least you can go.
It's a pretty good venue, man. It's like they held
Then they hold the first All Out there.
no, they held Revolution. The first Revolution there, and that's before the world went to shit.
Yeah, that was 2019.
Oh yeah, the Now Center is
No,
where they
2020.
2020.
The first
Yeah.
All In was actually at the Now Center in Chicago.
All Out, you mean? Not All In.
Not
All in and all out is
Yeah.
at the Now Center. Revolution was at because I remember I did C2E2 was the same day, so I was at C2E2 all day long. Then I go to a wrestling event right after being on my feet all freaking day.
Way to treat yourself, man. Way to treat yourself.
So, but I got some young buck dollars out of that.
They're not worth shit.
Shoot. When I went to all was it not All In, All Out? When I went to All Out, and I was sitting right by the confetti cannons right there. I snatched up as much as I can. Next thing I know, when I got home, I was on eBay. Bam! I was selling I started like 3 of them. I sold for like about $20.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, I
Oh,
still got them. I still got some left.
damn, dude. I didn't think they were worth anything, but I guess I was
Yeah.
wrong.
Well, they don't. They stopped doing that because fans were taking them and fucking selling them on eBay and everything, and plus every time they did the confetti cannon with them, fans were rushing the stage to go snatch that stuff.
Yeah, 'cause then now they only shoot streamers out of it. Streamers and
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you
I
gotta
got collectibles.
yeah, don't ever get rid of those. Don't sell them. But yeah, I didn't know that. So they are worth something. Hell yeah. But I do know like the next thing, like the next big thing that's going to probably be happening is the Rainmaker is probably going to have money fall from the sky and tokens and stuff like gold coins fall from the sky when he comes out.
Oh yeah,
That's gonna
that's gonna sell.
be fucking epic.
Oh yeah.
That is gonna be epic. And then you're gonna have
I
after
hope
him,
if he does go to AEW or TN AEW, he does get that that theme is New Japan theme.
well, I mean, I don't think NJPW and WWE have a really good working relationship.
No, in AEW, he's gonna have that theme.
Yeah, but I did hear that one of the high ups in AJPW might be joining the WWE ranks around Royal Rumble. He might be a surprise entrant. Some of the
And
That's gonna.
they're probably gonna go is like who?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up too. Royal Rumble surprise entries. Who you think's gonna show up?
that we don't know of or that we do know of.
Yeah, no. You know, every time there's always a surprise guest in there.
The only one I can think of this year for the men's, besides Andrade,
Mm-hmm.
it would be Okada. But I don't think Okada is going to be able to get out of his contract before then.
I thought it was funny when Ivory came out with a right to censor gimmick at one time with the Royal Rumble.
2 years ago,
Yeah, that was hilarious. You know,
that was
Ivory
good.
was hilarious in a right to censor gimmick.
I did hear that maybe Camille, maybe.
For WWE,
Yeah. I also heard
he's
maybe.
also backstage in AEW.
Yeah. I also heard maybe Jacqueline Moore.
She can keep his shirt on.
Dude, I
Oh,
don't care.
come
Dude,
on.
she is a 6-year-old mom with 20-year-old titties. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, it's documented.
She said that. I didn't. But it's true. It's God's true. I mean, it's very true. All right. She's heading out at 5 a.m. comes early in the morning. So sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
we're not gonna be much longer, I promise. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. I don't know you're running, so thank you, Tamale Con Salsa. Thank you, Salsa.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, I can't say that. Okay, yeah, then. Cool. So yeah, those right there probably my best guess. I've heard rumored that maybe Mr. Anderson might come back for a one-off appearance. I've also heard
Mr.
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Kennedy. I
Hey.
heard him. I've heard his name being spoken. I've also heard Chris Adonis's name being spoken, and I also heard maybe what's that
Mickey
dude?
James again.
Well, I heard that too, but I also heard Ken Shamrock.
Ooh, I'm sorry. He is not a pleasing guy to look at now.
He looks like Sylvester Stallone's stunt double.
Yeah, it's like you get Shamrock. We want you to come to the room, but
You
keep
gotta
your
leave your
shirt.
craziness at home
Keep your shirt on.
and wear pants. Nobody wants to see your legs no more. Your underwear needs to stay at home. Wear pants.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
guys?
No banana hammocks.
Yeah, no banana hammocks. Yeah, those are my
That makes
picks.
sense.
But if Jacqueline Moore, I did hear she say that she wants Terry Reynolds to show up with her as her manager, and I thought that was pretty cool. Both of them show up together and walk to the ring together as TNA
Mhm.
or as PMS. I mean PMS, Pretty Mean Sisters. That's what they were. PMS. TNA was Test and Albert. So yeah. So yeah, I'll like to see them come out as PMS, Pretty Mean Sisters. That'd be pretty cool.
Get Miss Kitty back.
Maybe Molly Holly.
Um,
Maybe Molly Holly again. Maybe Ivory again.
I don't think we'll see the cat.
I don't think we'll see the cat either.
Yeah, no.
You might see Stacy Keebler, and you might see Candice Michelle.
I don't know if Stacy Keebler will do it anymore.
Mm,
He is a Hall of Famer, though.
Yeah. I mean, she still looks good, but I don't think she's ring ready. She hasn't done anything in.
years. Neither is
He's
Candice
better as a
Michelle.
man. Better as a manager than that though. But I did love her when she became the manager for Test and everything. That was hilarious. She came up with the idea. I love my testicles.
Yes. And then you had what's her name? The chick that did the striptease in ECW. What was her name?
Kelly Kelly.
Yeah, she might come back. Hello, hello, whatever.
No,
And
no. Who did the striptease? You got shoot. No,
Lita.
Kimono Wanalea.
Oh, I love Kimona, dude. I miss her. I loved her in ECW. I loved her in WCW. She was like my actual crush in WCW, dude. I'm not even
I
gonna lie.
think I, st- I
It's
think I still got
beautiful.
the I think I still got the tape somewhere with.
She actually did a
her doing it.
striptease in East. I heard she actually did a striptease in ECW where she actually got topless.
Almost
Yep,
topless. Almost topless.
Oh,
yep. I got it.
And
I
then the
still got.
lights get out.
I still got the tape.
yeah. She
And-
went by
and-
in WCW. She went by Leia Meow.
yeah. Oh my god, dude. She was a sexy woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
when she was like she basically was managing Kaz Hayashi
the Young
and also
Dragons.
Noble and or should I say Jamie's son and also Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yeah, she managed the Young Dragons and WCW, which was awesome. And
Matter of
Jimmy
fact,
Wang Yang's
funny
you know
story.
his daughter's wrestling now?
yeah,
Funny story with Jimmy Wayne Yang. Yeah, it's like when he started doing that country bit,
It was hilarious.
dude, he
it was
got over.
he got over. But the thing
Even
is
the
that he came
rednecks
to
loved Jimmy Wang.
he came to the WWE came to a did a house show over in Hammond, Indiana, right by me, and me and my buddy, Big Country, I talked about it earlier. He's a big old Southern guy. And we hung around and he came out and we got a picture with him, but my buddy brought out a big old Confederate flag and took a picture of him.
Oh my god.
I got it somewhere. It's freaking
Well,
hilarious.
you do know Jimmy Yang loves country music. That's one of his things. He loves actually country music. When I came here to Mobile, my buddy's little brother, he wanted. I had front row tickets, and I'll tell you about that story at another time. But he held up a sign that said, "I met Jimmy Wang Yang in a parking lot," and he
His
really did.
daughter's pretty too jazzy.
Yeah, yeah,
That's just part of the Free Babes, Shorty's daughter at the NWA Empower
yeah.
Mhm.
review.
But gentlemen, I know y'all both got to work in the morning. I got an interview in the morning at 8 a.m. So I'm gonna try to get.
Good luck with that, sir.
Thank y'all. Thank you. And
All right.
hopefully I get the job because it'll be awesome for all of us. Trust me. Better seating arrangement, better everything all the way around. And this room here will be a better room, and I'll have my own place. So, yay! Well,
Yay.
I say a better place, not just my own place, but a better place. And yeah, it'll be awesome. But I want to thank y'all all tonight. Did we have anything else to talk about before we leave?
No, man.
You sure?
That's about it. Yeah, that's all I
Pretty
got.
much it. I think, what do you think? Oh, yeah, the ranking system. AEW's, bring back the. I like that, though. It makes them a little bit different. It actually helps them make them look the stats good, like their actual sports statistics,
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, but they should focus on drama, story. Like, but they can do both. How about that?
I'd like to have them better stories. I like to see more stories in AEW. I like to see better stories in NJPW. NJPW right now has some of the best stories going on right now in wrestling. WWE has a couple right now, but most of them are oversaturated with dumbness. AEW needs better stories.
I don't care. Our truth stuff is funny.
Dude, last night, dude, he literally was talking to the briefcase. I said password, password. And he's like, it's a number code. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to the briefcase. Passcode. The password. He kept on saying password. And then he goes, priest, what's your password? What's your password, man? You know what? I got you. And he walks up. Dude,
He's hilarious.
God Almighty, man.
You were talking to the briefcase.
He did. He literally said, "Man, I'm talking to the briefcase, man. Password." And he's sitting there trying to put it in. Man, what's the password? And they're like, it's a code that has numbers. Man, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the briefcase. Man, what's the password?
That was it. 35-time 24/7 champion, most decorated champion.
It was 20. It was 24/7 I-95 South European champion.
He kept adding stuff. I was like, God dang.
He thought it was the European Championship. Like, we haven't had the European Championship in years. My bad.
And the coolest thing ever, though, is when he said last night to Damien, man, I got your money, bro, from all the merchandise I sold.
So look, you see your cut. I got everybody's cut, man. It's like, and he started looking at it. He's like, dang it.
Yeah, he goes, but not right now. I'm talking about some serious business. All right, I'll meet you later. Then he meets him in the main event. Like, that is not later he met, bro. But I like what they're doing with it. I really dig what they're doing with the Judgment Day and R-Truth. That is really good.
Yes.
He is a treasure. WWE never.
R-Truth he's putting the Judgment Day over.
Yeah, he really is, because the Judgment Day was falling flat right after Edge left, and that's Edge's faction. Believe it or not, that's Adam Copeland's faction, and it's got more traction now than whenever he had it. Unfortunately,
And also Rhea Ripley's helping out too.
Well,
Mama,
the thing was, he only led it for like what, 2 months?
Yeah.
Well, 2 months. Then all of a sudden, Finn Balor takes over, and then
Adds people. He added people. Dominic Mysterio, and now JD McDonough or whatever his name is, and R-Truth.
I wonder how long they're going to keep this charade up with Rhea Ripley and Dom being really together and everything. It's like, come on,
We know who you're married. We know who you're going home to, Buddy Matthews.
Yeah,
exactly. Well,
she's slamming that Aussie sausage, you know.
I mean, she is British, so I mean,
she's Australian.
She's Australian.
They're both Aussie, then, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. You guys have a good night.
You're not leave yet.
All right.
Gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. It's been fun.
All right.
We had our very first woman wrestler of Ringside Rants, and Miss Ashley Blake. That was a phenomenal time with her, and she told me we can invite her back. So I think we should invite her back next week and talk to her more about her what happened this coming up weekend. If y'all cool with that.
All right.
We'll basically be her simp / managers. I think that's really cool that we can actually help somebody like that, and maybe we can get more people on here, and maybe we can talk to the actual promoter of OWS, which would be really cool. And if y'all have any other people that y'all want to bring on, please let me know, and we'll try to reach out to them and try to bring them on.
Okay, cool. Like I said, I know a couple people.
Cool. Bring them on. Let's talk to them, and let's get to know their backstory and what they're trying to do in for the wrestling business. Also, if you're not listening to the Ringside Rants people, you're doing life wrong, and we'll fucking come to your house and stomp a mud hole in you just like Stone Cold Steve Austin will.
What?
Exactly. It's a joke. You better start listening to us. We're food for your ears, people. Food for your ears. That's what we are. We're not the Velveteen Dream. Speaking of Velveteen Dream, tomorrow he has an actual interview with Chris Van Vliet dropping. Did y'all know about that?
Interesting.
Maybe one of us or all of us need to check it out tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it next week. And then we'll try to come up with another day during the week to actually do another podcast between Tuesday and maybe Thursday is what me and Phil was talking.
You know what also think tells good interviews? Denise Salcedo.
No, she does not like us.
Oh.
I don't even know if she does or don't. I'm just saying she don't. No, until she likes us and comes on board and says, I like you guys, and we'll do an interview with Denise Salcedo. I'm just joking. I really don't care who we do an interview with. I'd love to have an interview with every single person that I wanted. I'm going to tell y'all this. I wanted to have tonight, and this is me being honest with y'all. I wanted to bring on Tommy Wedgen, who is the owner of Diamond Championship Wrestling. I wanted him to confront me here, and I still do. I still do. Um, so if Phil, if you're friends with him by any chance next week or something, maybe you can bring him on. Not trying to. I don't want you to
Don't
either.
be put in between this, man.
Huh?
I just don't want to be put in between this.
I got you, but no, I really want him
Are
to
we
come
off
on
the
here.
air though?
Yeah, we will be.
Okay.
That I mean, I literally do. I want him to come on here to confront me, and but he won't do it. And I've actually extended olive branches upon olive branch. I don't want to yell at him. I don't want to talk bad about him. I just want him to come on here and talk and put over DCW and just if he wants to come at me, that's cool too. But it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm trying to be the bigger person here by bringing it on and confronting me in general, but he won't do it, and that's sad. But
Mhm.
I get it. I get it. I totally understand. I mean, I can have his people on here, and he can't do nothing about that. But when I get to come to him, he don't want to come. He don't want to confront me, and I don't have no ill will towards that man. I just want to fight him, like an actual fight, like an actual octagon ring where referees are involved and everything. That's the type of fight I want. I'm not going to be disrespectful to him. I'm not going to call him out and call him any types of names because that's not the type of person I am. If I, if I'm not going to throw a punch if I don't need to, if you know what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I just want him to come out here and talk and put his company out there and talk about what he's been doing and how he's going to go forward and do all these other things. As far as me and his beef goes, in my personal opinion, I'm over it. I don't want no animosity. I don't want no quarrels. I just want that, you know. I did what I did. I stepped away
Squash.
from him. Yeah, I just this right here
You
is
squash.
yeah, I'm done. Yeah, like I walked away from that. I even did what my lawyer told me to do. I did
One
everything
day,
that way.
eventually, sometimes the beef has to be squashed. You know,
It does.
one day later, you know, the beef's gonna get squashed. You know,
And
it's like the saying, never say never.
yeah, exactly. Never say never. And I make jokes about the company that should not be named, but I'm not actually digging at them. I'm not talking shit about them. I'm just I'm ribbing, in other words. But he may take it as me jabbing him, but that's on him and whatever. Fuck him. But if he came on here, I would say the same thing. Like, hey man, the floor is yours. Talk. Bring on whoever you want to, however you want to do it. This is your floor. This is how we're going to do things. And here I am being a bigger man and moving forward. If you don't want to go that route, that's fine by me. You don't have to. But the other people that have beef with me, they're not welcome here. But him, I want him to confront me. Is that wrong?
No,
So that's the way I feel about it. But I know he won't do it. So, and I told Kelly that was my plan to try to get him on here. And I even told it to anybody. If anybody's friends with Tommy Wetjen, from the owner of Diamond Championship Wrestling and Gamers and Geeks, half owner.
he owns Gamers and Geeks. I go to that. I've been to that comic book store.
Yeah, he owns half of it. Yeah. Yeah, he owns half of it.
Oh shit!
I mean,
I'm probably banned from that store.
dude, I wasn't. I mean, whenever my buddies had Engage sitting beside it, he went over there and told them all kinds of stuff bad about me, like they didn't fucking know who the fuck I am. And they looked at him like, dude, we've known him way longer than we known you. Fuck off. So, I mean,
So,
seriously. I mean,
so you're not banned from Gamers and Geeks.
I don't give a fuck if I don't go over there. I didn't go over there then. After I left.
I went over there about about a few years ago before COVID. I went to get some comic books. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, they're not. I mean, the people that work there have no issues with whatsoever. I'm still friends with some of the people that work there. I mean, he can talk bad about me only once. All it makes him do is look stupid, you know?
Well, the only enemy I have so far is some 400-pound, some overweight geek,
Stinky.
some guy who probably hasn't washed his ass in like 3 or 4 years.
Bro.
Call him because I don't know shit about Japanese wrestling.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. That is the nastiest smelling motherfucker I've ever met in my entire life. And I was in a hotel room with him, dude, and I put my CPAP on me. I was just so happy I couldn't smell him no more. I'm not joking, dude. I'm being 100% dead honest. I remember I went to go to his house one time, and he was going to ride back with me, and
Oh God.
I told him to go take a shower. He's like, I already did. I was like, you need to take another one, bro. You smell. And
On that note, are we supposed to be ending this?
yes, we
Yeah,
are.
let's end it
Going on a
now.
rant here.
Yeah, I know I did. I'm so sorry about that, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good night and welcome and thank you for tuning in to Ringside Rants. There, that's done. And the YouTube's still rolling, but I could give two shits. But
There you go. You have a good night.
all right, man, y'all have a good one. And thank y'all again for tuning in. I really do.